Incoming.
Nice smile.
Bouncervania? Yo. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's up? How's everyone doing? I'm just okay, honestly. I'm alright. I'm chilling. It's been a relatively kind of chill week for me. Kind of chill. Fortunately, I gotta get some stuff done for tomorrow. But hey, it's more or less chill. We're good. Hey, yeah, we're yapping. I hope you guys are doing well. Cause I'm doing alright. I got stuff to do during the weekend though, so I mean, we'll worry about that when it's relevant. But hey. So I had a little issue with my streaming setup today because of course I did, and I don't know, dude. I still don't know why the resolution was set to like 360p when I launched OBS last time. I don't know what the catalyst for that was, but it messed up a lot of elements on my stream, a lot of sources. And there's just one particular source that I could just not wrap my head around trying to like resize for it to be the same size as everything. It's mostly like the bottom panel stuff. But there's one in particular I just cannot get to resize in a way that I wanted to. It's very strange. It might be an OBS moment, might be a plugin moment, I don't know, dude. But fact of the matter is, until I figure that out, you're not gonna get all these stats at the bottom. That wasn't a bit? No. No. Things just ended up working out that way. I don't know, man. That's just how it did it. Like, I wish it was a bit. Because that would mean I would know how to change things back to how they were, but I don't. And it's annoying. I hate this. It's Scub series. Like, off stream, so at the very least, you guys don't have to deal with it. It's really funny, though. I just played along with it, dude. Because I knew if I changed the resolution again, I would just mess up with my elements even more. That's a headache I did not want to deal with at all. I don't know, man. Technology is stupid. I hate it. But yeah, oh my god. Hey. Yo. Hello. Today we're playing more M++. And I intend to probably stretch this out to be for one more stream. Especially considering that I am just not prepared for marbles today. So. Oh, speaking of which, I explained this on Tuesday, but the rates have been adjusted. So instead of 5k as being the base price for a marble, it's now 1k. Meaning that for you to get your second marble, extra marble, you only have to pay 2k, and then 4k, and then 8k, and so on and so forth. I reduced the prices. Should be a lot more affordable now in this economy. So enjoy. It's just to encourage people to add more extra marbles. But we'll see how that goes. It's just there for you guys to know. It's there. The commands that you need, you can just ask me for them and I'll tell you what they are. They're also on the top. Maybe I should only keep the ones that are pertaining the marble stuff on top. So, because everything else is kind of extra. Whatever, you get the point. We're gonna play M++. You guys ready to lock it in? I'll hope nothing breaks. Do the rates like the Fibonacci sequence? No. I'm not doing that. No. It's staying double. Staying double the price. I'm not adding the last price like that. I'm not doing that. It's a trick by Scamco to stimulate the economy. No. Hey, what do you mean? No. Listen, this is a good thing, right? I'm taking a hit for you guys, okay? I am devaluing the reserve currency for my streams, which are NEP coins. Okay? So you guys don't have to spend as much. Why do you, or... Oh, you're already new game plus. You didn't even play the new game. I'm pausing the tariffs on the balls. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you guys heard about that, right? Yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, dude. At least when it comes to us in specific, when it comes to games, it's more a problem for Nintendo than us as the consumer, at least for the first couple months. But those prices are not going to change for us, I don't think. They might change next year, but not this time. I know it's 3 months. but we'll see how that goes. Ah, no, come on, no. Now, don't bring this onto my chat. Jesus. Raise the prices. Raise them. It's not expensive enough, dude. No, Mario Kart? $90? No. No. Make it $120. $120. No, $200. You get to play as Donkey Kong, Toad, Wario. You get to play as a snowman, dude. I think that warrants $200 if you ask me. I'm gonna stop yapping. You guys know what to expect. 90 and Forza Horizon 5 was $90. Yeah, you know what's $90? The NEP coins you're about to spend. Check this out, dude. Predictions up, even or odd. Let me see here. Let's switch over now. I'm trying to make sure that my stuff isn't broken. Because you never know. Never know what happens with the things. I think we're good. I think we're fine. Let me switch over now. You guys ready for more N++? Because I'm ready. You ain't spending anything. I'm gonna be spending. Tomorrow, in fact, because I need groceries. Okay. Alright. You guys know what to expect. Juan. Thank you for food. Okay, what do you guys want me to... What should I get for my groceries tomorrow, guys? What do you think? What do you think would be like a good thing to buy? Any fresh produce? Any frozen foods? Any like anything of the sort? You know, both are like completely like the complete opposite spectrum of healthy food. Chicken nuggets. Wait, are there two people who said this? Like without question. Wow. Let's actually get started. Let me do this. Buy fresh food, then save your money rather than buying processed food. Yeah, I like cooking, to be honest. So getting fresh produce is always going to be the healthier, more economic option. However, there's also nuggets that we have to think about. Nuggets are cool. Ever since I was like 5 years old, I've been an advocate for nuggies. No matter the shape, no matter the size, no matter the form. You can never go wrong with nuggies. But yeah, I do need fresh food. Yes. In fact, I think I need to develop more healthier eating habits now, dude. Because lately... You know when I talked before about how I used to go to the gym? And going to the gym just naturally makes you a lot more hungry, right? Because you're burning. You're gaining the gains. You're gaining. And, if you do that, that means that you need more, you're gonna need more intake, dude. You're burning calories, and you need to get them back somehow. So I was eating a lot more to compensate. But the thing is, once I stopped going to the gym, I had gotten used to the idea of just eating, you know? It's just eating as much as I was during those periods. And it just never really stopped. So that's kind of bad if you ask me. Yeah, I'm not overweight, but my metabolism is only going to slow down, right? So they gotta be careful. Croqueta? Bell peppers. Chile is finally bringing back Dino Nuggies. Yeah, but you guys have the Among Us Nuggies. Like, what else do you need? The Among Us Nuggies? Probably just absolute peak, dude. You don't need anything else. That's it. Started getting your figure back after you got fired. I thought your job was sort of fiscally demanding, so I'm surprised. Maybe it's because now you have more time to work out, you know, make that into a part of your routine. It was. I see. I think these are lunch pads. Gotta be careful. Hey. 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 Careful. You're also getting a lot of tummy for some reason. Well, I guess... Oh! I guess it depends on the exercise in question that you're doing, right? God, dude. Now I'm getting more like... Uh-oh. Wait, I'm dead. Unless I can squeeze something. No, I don't think I can squeeze. I think my problem is just routine. I mean, routine has always been a big problem for me. Ever since I was a kid. I was forced to have a routine, but for one reason or the other, I just didn't stick with it. Because my parents were very adamant in sticking to a routine. Because I mean that's how you do things, right? I'm gonna die. I'm okay. No, I'm not.
Hey.
Go, Carl. Problem is the fork. No matter how much exercise you do. Wait, the fork? Wait, what do you mean by the... Oh! Okay. What do you mean by the fork? Exactly. Oh my god. As in, like literally the fork? Like, you're saying you just like to eat. Like, it's like, oh my god, it's food on my fork. Jesus Christ. Yeah, eating is good. Eating is like one of those simple... Okay. One of those simple joys. Honestly, I think that no matter the mood... No matter the mood, I'd be down to eat. But, you know, that's dangerous. Especially if you consider the fact that you could accidentally, unintentionally, make that into like a subconscious thing. Where you're depending on the food to be happy. You know, it's like stress eating. Because you're just feeling awful and you're like, oh Jesus, I need food relief. And then you go on ahead and eat food to help cope. And it's bad. Bad. Eating disorder is what they call it. Anything. Oh my god. Cuidado. Please. Someone's coming. Okay. Cuidado. There you go. This is a tricky level. Oh no. Come on. Go down. No! Food is a joy in life, but you should not be one source of it. It's a balance. Everything's a balance nowadays. Like everyone says, you know, life's all about balance. I don't know, dude. I feel like that balance is like near impossible to achieve. So it's gonna be that one thing, that one vice, that's gonna hold you back in some shape or form. You know what I mean? Oh, careful. What if I just drop down? Like, okay, I'm okay. All right. Been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. The only immersive sim game that I liked was System Shock. At least from the ones that I played so far. They're an investment. When can you become robot? Well, why is Steam doing this? Oh, I know why it's doing it. I know exactly why. It's because for whatever reason, when this game is launched, it doesn't launch with the overlay, but when I play this in borderless full screen, it just kind of like does this. I'm gonna close Steam. I'm gonna exit out from it. Wait, don't close the game. Oh my god, that closes the game too. Okay. Great. Okay. Because I know you can run some games. Stream is over. No, it's fine. I'm logging back in. Oh my god, that's annoying though. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm relaunching the game. It's fine. It's no big deal. Where is it? It's so weird because for every other game that I played on stream that's on Steam, I didn't have this problem. But now Steam has to tell me, hey, this person logged in. I know how to fix this problem. I know how to fix it. Without having to go into settings. I know exactly how to fix this. I got it. There you go. We're good now. It lasted 25 minutes. No, we're good. We're good. We're fine. I should have done this at the beginning. Oh well. Hold on. I'll show you the screen in a sec. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Back in. It was this level over here. I'm going offline. No. I was gonna say, I don't think you want I don't think you want Shodan to be the leading force for that floor. You don't want to become robot or cyborg. Because that comes with its own problems, dude. Like the maintenance, right? You gotta like maintain your legs. You're like mechanical legs or mechanical arms. Well, what if you get like malware, dude? Like, how do you deal with that? You can't just take medicine, right? Oh, jeez. You have to maintain ourselves now, and it's more work. I don't know, Flora. I don't know about being a robot. I kind of feel like we will just be introducing more problems, you know? More potential problems. That'll be just as annoying to fix. The flesh as weakness. You already have malware? It's called memes. Are you saying you injected memes into your veins? You live by this? Oh, Jesus. How can I do this, dude? That might just be better for me to just like... Okay, bye. How many times did I die in part 1? I don't know. I actually don't know. It was in the 200 range, I can tell you that much. Oh god. Hey. Okay. 230 plus, yeah. What the hell did I miss? It's... Okay, Bill, when you look at this game, you can think back on, like, those Flash games, you know? Like the really hard ones that are just like, oh, you know, it's more about precision platforming. And if you die, you're dead, and then you gotta just start the level over. It's like, it's one of those games where, you know, you just learn by dying. Because you can only get hit once before you die, for real. That's the rule. Oh god. Yeah, it's Super Meat Boy. If you really want to, like, if you want to draw comparisons, it's just Super Meat Boy. Hey, I'm just gonna ignore the things there. I'm just gonna go. If I can. I don't think I can. Honestly, I think my biggest vice here is the fact that I need to collect this. I don't need to, but I need squares. I need this. Oh my god. How do I leave? Okay, I didn't account for this. How the hell do I leave this now? Okay, not like that. I actually don't know how to leave. Alright, get off that. Super neat boy. Oh, Jesus. Careful. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just leave, dude. Let's not complicate this. Just go. There you go. Okay. Wall jumping. Okay. I was gonna say something, dude. But that's me every stream, though. We were talking about food, right? Okay. Food is cool. I like food. If you treat me to food, I will probably be like, okay, that's a +1 to the social link, because this is what I like. Just give me more food, and I'll take it. Thank you. I just see your email was sold to Alibaba. I'm having to create these auto-delete filters in your email for all their spam bullcrap. Dude, I have been getting a lot of spam mail lately. I mean, I've been looking at my inbox. I'm just sitting here like, why is this not on my spam folder? What is this garbage? What? Oh, it's him. It's the donkey guy. Wow. He's the Kong guy. Hey. Yo, Ends, dude, I need to ask you, dude. How are you enjoying DK64? Because, hey, man, I've been playing it too, recently. Starting this week. And honestly, I've been having a great time with the game. I think it's great. Don't listen to the haters, man. The haters don't know what they're talking about. DK64, even though you collected like a million things, it's great. You thought he hated it, but you like it. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. It was always a good game. It's just people think that it's not good. I don't agree. I think it's great. Yeah, I hope you had a good stream, Alex. I hope it was chill. I hope you had a good time. Because right now we're playing some N++. You guys like stick figures? Because this is basically what it is. It's a stick figure flash game. Where you just kind of run around and you die one hit. So you gotta do some like real precise platforming. And not die, because holy crap, what are these jumps? Okay. Let me through. Thank you. You lie on Notepad++. Dude, I used to program in that. IDEs? Who? Who cares about IDEs? All I need is Notepad++. That's it. But back when I used to work on my like own personal projects, like, oh Jesus, I used to exclusively use Notepad++, and I learned how to use it. I think it's great. You can get a whole bunch of plugins for it too. It's great. There you go. I need to like be careful. I should have jumped maybe. Oh jeez, I think I should have jumped. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be a game with a lot of death in it. So brace yourselves, because oh my god, how did I not die? Wait. Holy. Come on. Come on! Oh dude, we're popping off. Let's go. Okay. Nice. I was saying something, but I forgot. What was I talking about before the raid? Oh yeah, about food. I got nothing else to add to the matter, really. Just give me food and I'll be happy. Thank you. You thought that one corner had you. Nah, dude. I'm the platformer guy. It's like I always say. I have been jumping since I was like 2 years old, dude. It must be in the billions at this point of how many times I've pressed the jump button in a game. It's insane. Oh, B-Sops. Hello. Okay. Hey, how do I get out of here? Like, well, oh, not like that. Okay. Need to open. If I can. Oh. Oh. I don't think I can make that. Not from here, at least. Yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna die. Goodbye. Repetitive stress injury. No. For me, it's just muscle memory, okay? It's just muscle memory. Oh my god. Because repetitive stress injury is what I would equate when you play stuff like Melee. Especially when you have to claw, and considering that Melee is a game that has absolutely no buffering. So you have to like do everything so precisely. And the game is very fast. So you can only imagine just how fast your fingers have to be in order to like take full advantage of the game itself, of everything the game has to offer. You know what I mean? Oh god. Oh! Did I tell you guys I got not carpal, but I got like my ulnar nerve damaged to the point where the my right hand, like the right side of my hand, I could feel nothing. It was just numb. Not completely numb, but it was numb to the point where it's just, you know, I got this like little tingling feeling for like months. And the reason as to why that even happened in the first place was because of, what's it called? Of just poor hand gestures when I was using my PC at the time. Like, I would just do it for hours and hours and hours on end on the same position without really realizing that I was kind of reclining my hands in a very uncomfortable way. But it didn't feel uncomfortable, so I thought it was fine. It's a desk that I had at the time was a desk that that didn't really align very well with the chair that I was using. But I didn't notice up until it was too late, where I started noticing that my hand was just like, you know, I wasn't feeling much of the right side of my hand. But yeah, that is very different from carpal tunnel. For carpal, it's like not just the right side, or the pinky side, I should say, of your hand. It's pretty much everything everything hand related. I can just have concern. No, I'm fine now. It's fine. I'm all right. That was years ago. You know the way that I fixed it? I just got better posture. That was it. It's better hand posture, and eventually it healed itself. But it took a while. But yeah, be wary. Be absolutely wary of how your hands are positioned on your desk. Very important. Novice. What do you mean novice? I'm a platformer god.
Huh?
You want to make sure that your hands are placed in a way where you're not inclining it, right? Like you want to keep it at a certain angle, right? Like if you have it like, let's say like a 45-degree angle already, I would say that's bad, because you're adding a lot of stress to the nerves there. Hence why I got my ulnar nerve damaged. Oops. It's a very easy thing to overlook. Very easy, but it's important nonetheless that you gotta be aware of these things. You know, you gotta be aware so you don't die, you don't cause any permanent nerve damage. But I think you have to like really go out of your way if you're causing permanent nerve damage. Like as soon as your body tells you, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong, whatever you're doing, stop. As long as you promptly listen to your body, it should be fine. The body is smart. The body knows what to do when there's damage. You just gotta listen to it, right? Because I remember this one time. Speaking of more injuries, I used to have an eye injury too. You guys ever scratch your cornea? I don't recommend it. Because the eye has like a substantial amount of pain receptors compared to the rest of the body, which makes sense, right? The eyes themselves don't really have regenerative cells. So like your body like needs to tell you whatever's happening with your eye, you gotta take care of it immediately, right? So I remember this one time where I would look at a mirror and I would notice something at the corner of my eye. I was having this problem with my eyelashes, where sometimes it'll end up in my eye because, you know, sometimes they fall off, and then they can maybe sometimes, you know, sometimes stay stuck in your eye for like a little bit. And wait, what are you guys saying? Your body speaks Swahili. You don't understand it. You must push through the pain. As long as you don't subscribe to the notion that pain is weakness leaving the body, we're cool. You can't believe the stream is already over. What are you talking about? I'm still here. What? Also, Kai's about to gumball it, dude. Oh god, good luck, dude. Pain is your body saying stop that. Yeah, pretty much. More or less. Okay, listen. I like to think that there's like different types of pain, right? Like when you're exercising, right? It's not sharp pain, but your body is pushing its limits, right? It's not excruciating pain, but it is uncomfortable. I would say that's different. But if you got stabbed, you know, right on the stomach, I wouldn't say that's pain. It's like weakness leaving your body. I think it's your body screaming at you. It's like you have a severe injury, dude. Very important. Like there's a very big distinction. That's blood leaving your body. It's not pain. It's not weakness. It's blood. Fix it, dude. Oh damn. Okay. Wait, what? What do you mean? What? What? No, Will, you need blood. You need your bloodstream. That's like everything, dude. That's like your carrier for like your entire body. The amount of blood you have lost in life. What? What? What did he mean by this, dude? Dude, trust me, I've lost my fair share of blood too. All right, let's not make this into a competition. You probably won't feel much for a bit. Yeah, the adrenaline will kick in for sure. But once that you know, the adrenaline is gone, it's over, dude. You can't rely on fight or flight forever. You know, you can't rely on that because as soon as that wears down and your body doesn't feel the danger anymore, you'll uh-oh, for pain incoming. Bad. I'm falling. Rely on replace and rebuild. What? What? You can't just rebuild the body part. Your body... Okay, I guess it depends how much you lose it, right? But your body already does that to some degree. Thank you for a robot. No! Dude, I would not want to be an autonomous robot. Absolutely not. Because you know what that would mean? That would mean that someone had to make the robot, had to manufacture it. So I would be at the behest, at the mercy of whoever made me. To some degree. My body is at least my own, right? More or less. Like, I know it needed other factors for my body to even exist. But hey, I'll take that over being a robot, to be honest. There's a game that really goes into that. Okay. Wait, which game? Please give me full sour body. Oh my god. I would really object to this. Build open source robots. PGR. Oh, I see. Speaking of transhumanism, one Warframe. Oh my god, no. No. Oh. You failed 15, 17%. It's okay, Kai. I missed like 50, 10%. It's alright. You just win, bro. You'll be alright. Stop! Get more? Yeah, you'll be fine. And it passed now? Thank you. I told you to. You're fine. What's the problem here? What am I supposed to do if a vital component breaks on me and have no one around to fix me? Because I'm thinking of Johnny 5, dude. Right? I mean, are we talking about just having like a robot body that's more practical?
Is here.
Or something that's more aesthetically pleasing, that actually simulates how you would look as a human, you know? Hello. A big 3D printer. No. I would not rely on a 3D printer for the mechanical aspects of a body, dude. Of a mechanical body. Absolutely not. Keep spares. But what if the component that you have is vital to you being alive? What if it breaks and there's no one around? You're dead. Sorry. Can't get rebooted. Just download heart. But you're dead! Oh my god!
Nice smile.
Oh my god. Build in redundancies. That man switched 3D printer inside the body. What the hell? You guys are insane. There's absolutely no way. Hold up, I need to drink. Hello, wee boy. Shade, Soma also goes into the same notion. I think Soma is a pretty interesting thought experiment. I like thinking, so. You can even argue I think too much, but oh! Yo, nanomachines? Yo, Greg! He knows what's up, dude. The whole idea behind nanomachines for me has been ruined. Ever since it became like the go-to for literally every explanation as to why things happen in Metal Gear. Ever since like 4. Just to try to justify the existence of a particular plot contrivance. Just nanomachines, dude. Easy. It's a Deus Ex Machina of Metal Gear. It's just nanomachines. Oh my god. A MacGuffin. Or as I like to call it, a McMuffin. Oh my god. Nanomachines became the MC MacGuffin of Metal Gear. Yeah, that's... I mean, I guess so. No, but a MacGuffin implies it's like a collectible that we need to get in order to progress the story, right? That is like the definition of a MacGuffin. It just describes an item that we need to progress. In the case for nanomachines, it's more like, oh, I need to fix a plot contrivance. So let me use the nanomachines to just move that out of the way. It's not something you're collecting, it just is. In Guilty Gear, it's magic. What explains everything? Okay. The MGS Collectathon spinoff where you collect nanomachines. I'm not gonna collect these things. I'm just gonna go. I'm wasting time. Guilty Gear is magic? I mean, I believe it. I'm not a Guilty Gear guy. I have no idea what Guilty Gear is about. The patient that received the fake card has had it over 100 days now. It's just too much to think about. Oh, it's too much to think about, dude. All I'm saying, I am nowhere near ready to submit my flesh. Don't feel guilty? Wait, over what? Basically, Y2K happened, which killed all technology. That some games came and allowed people to use magic. Dude, I remember Y2K. I was there. Isn't it crazy? I was there! When Y2K happened, I was 6 years old. I was probably playing like Mario 64 or something. And then it happened. It's like, okay, cool. And then I moved on. It's crazy, right? No, okay, see, I'm making a big deal out of this. But right now, there are people on this planet right now that didn't live through Y2K. Okay? Isn't that crazy to think about? How do I get this? Do I need like an actual big running start?
Huh?
Maybe. Because I don't think I'm meant to climb that. The meat mech sucks and your brain yearns for steel. I see. Magic enhanced beans called the gears? What? Wait. I thought the gears were just implied it was just mechanical. That's crazy. I'm not gonna grab that. Neep Young. Or no. There are people younger than me in chat right now. I am not young. Embrace techno. Oh! Okay, careful. Alright. I am not a knower, no. No, I don't know about the gears. Sorry. The only Guilty Gear game that I played was Strive for like maybe 10 minutes. And the other one The other... I say the other one, not knowing which one it was. I have no idea. But it was the other one. Let's just say that. Leap Young, they don't know there's an emote for this. An emote for what? Oh no, no, I know what you're talking about. No, oh, whatever. No, I know what he's talking about. Never mind. It's so kind of hard to believe people were born after 2010. Nep Young, sorry, that's not gonna exist. What's the pattern for this? Pattern is I'm ignoring it. Oh, careful. Okay. Mark of the Beast. Yeah, someone was born today. Dude, someone was born right now. At this moment. While we're talking about this. Can you believe that? Someone was born right now. At this very moment. In the past hour. No. Maybe no. Someone was born. But, Jesus Christ, shit, no. Whoa, calm down, dude. You were born right now? Dude, there are cells right now in my body that are being born. Think about that. Isn't that crazy? My cells are regenning right now. Regenning pretty much means they're new cells, so that means new life. There's a new me right now. Like, every 5 seconds. Statistically, someone is born every time up Augs. Oh my god. Wait, hold up. Are you saying the babies are auging? Are you saying if I ever have a child, it's gonna aug? Are they gonna aug when they're born instead of crying? Like, wait, no. Oh no, it's gonna be like a generational thing. Oh my god. Just from now on, from the family tree, every child has to aug. Oh no. You get a new skeleton every 10 years. Nah, dude.
Oh my god.
Nah. My original skeleton is still me. My skeleton is I'm the vessel. The skeleton is the real pilot. The real bone buddy. Okay, that was a baby level. The original skeleton is long gone. I don't know why I'm arguing about this because, like, it's obvious, right? Because the bones that I have are obviously going to be different from 10 years ago, or when I was a kid, or when I was a baby, in fact. It's kind of wild, dude, how your bone buddy grows with you. The bone buddy that's inside you right now. You ever just think about that? You don't swap your skeleton during your morning routine? Well, I do have skeletons, but they're not my size. They're like under the bed at the moment. You know, the bone buddy's under the bed. Wait, okay. Can you get a new skeleton now? Maybe new muscles too. Laura, it sounds like you need like a massage. Like you gotta go to like a spa. You know what I mean? Get yourself like a treatment. Like your muscles are too tense. You gotta relax. A spa day, yeah, go to a spa day. Treat yourself, Flora. Important. You ran out of the room under the bed and the floorboards and the attic. Constantly is trying to dispose of the bodies. Nah, dude, he's just offering his bone buddies to everyone. I have like 5 of them at this point. He's very kind. They're all different shapes and sizes. Like, I have a bone buddy that's like 1 feet tall, for example. He's very cool. It's not even like 1 foot. It's probably like 6 inches. He's a very small buddy, but you know, he's a bone buddy nonetheless. Oh god. There you go. Careful, careful, careful. Ooh. Nice. does Weibo keep posting that? I don't think I've ever gone to a spa like myself. I've seen them. I've been into them, but I've never made an appointment. I'd like personally go. Because it wouldn't surprise me if my muscles were just tense. Because of all the years of stress buildup. It was all in the mind, but you know. Dude, a massage, you could use one, holy. Yeah, dude. So you get it. Oh. I need a massage. You haven't had a nice hot bath in a while either because your house doesn't have a bathtub. Just make your own bathtub, it's fine. No problem, right? You can't get past the stranger touching part. I honestly, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I don't like it either as much. Or rather, the idea doesn't like resonate with me. Like I'm not, you know, I'm not feeling that. Oh, be careful. Go to the chiropractor. No. Wait, hold up. Wait, your dad's house has a jacuzzi tub? What? Holy. That is rich. Can't believe this. I don't know if I should be grabbing all this. I might be greasing myself. But yeah, I generally don't like it when people touch me. I don't like it. Do not touch me, please. I have to like have my like absolute trust, like 100%, no doubts whatsoever, for it to be for you to like be able to touch. You know what I mean? I just don't like it. I didn't feel safe, dude. There's not a trauma behind that, for the record. It's just I don't like it. It's just how my brain works. I don't like being touched. Oops. Generally, I don't like being touched. The thing that fixes your back problems is actually the gym. Damn, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna like leave these and collect them on the way back. I think that's a better idea. Because otherwise I'm gonna be in big trouble. Deadlifting improve the strength of your muscles around the spine. I don't think I have any immediate problems when it comes to my body. To be honest, none that I can really think of. I will, man, look, don't touch. If I was a narcissist, then sure, I'd be like, ah, dude, you gotta be a certain rank in order for you to be able to touch me. No. I just do not like it. Please. I want to grab this. Okay, cool. It led to way less lower back pain. Oh, man. It just sucks getting old, dude. A lot of these problems are going to become more persistent, a lot more frequent, and a lot more complicated to fix because of the decisions that you made like 10 years ago. Which in hindsight, like, of course you're going to be like, oh man, I should have done things differently. And now regret it. But I don't know, dude. I feel like, oh, okay. I feel like hindsight is always going to be 2020 when it comes to that. Because you just don't know, dude. We don't have New Game Plus in IRL. Because if we did, dude, the decisions I would make for the better would be so much better. But that's the thing, right? Like, I don't even think I would appreciate a New Game Plus for life. Because what would carry over? Think about it. What would carry over? If you carry over your memories, it's over, dude. If it was like an actual No Game Plus scenario, like in that sense, where you got to like retain your memories, I feel like I wouldn't be able to make any more genuine human connection with the same people ever again. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be as genuine. It's scary to think about. Your stats carry through DNA. It's like the Shao, dude. When they get reborn, their base stats carry over from their last life. It's crazy. Every single insect you squished adds +1 level to enemies. Oh my god. Dude, do you know how many roaches I squash? It's over for me. How am I supposed to squash them now? That's why you bit the bullet and you got a personal trainer, or you're still under 30. Yeah, dude. Whatever works. Honestly, it's just a matter of keeping that as a habit, if you ask me. My level and equipment. What kind of equipment do you bring with you in New Game Plus? Wait, what do you mean, the equipment? Wait. Oh, jeez. Are you saying that I will be able to sequence break? Bro's gonna have to fight the level cap enemies. What? Level cap bugs? What does that mean? Oh, they're just faster? Like, I won't be able to squish them? Do not BLJ reality. The last guy that did that disappeared. What if I want to go into the next QPU? Bill, come on. Glitchy life. I don't know, dude. I don't know about this. I need this hippie. Bro stole money from a plane and just never appeared again after he did a speedrun trick. What are you saying? Like, did he void out? Because if you void out IRL, you just end up in the back rooms, you know? The back rooms, the back rooms. Oh my god, I love the back rooms. Oh my god, it's sippy. A guy did in fact steal like some large amount of money from a plane and disappeared. I haven't heard about this story. DB Cooper. Okay, maybe he did a Hoover. You know, the Hoover guy from Breaking Bad, you know? The guy that you know, if you give him some certain amount of money, he can hook you up with a new ID and everything. Maybe he used that money to do that. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to like a new identity. Because if you're saying he outright disappeared, he might just be out there still. Like that. It's a conspiracy. This is the first time I'm hearing about this, but you know. Careful. These jumps suck. He hit invisible geometry like in Mario 64. Teleporting up to the skybox. Dude, I reminds me of that one glitch in Sunshine, where every ground pounds one of those little sprout things over at Gelato Beach, I think it was. Okay, you know those sprout things that are on the sands, and you water them all the way, and then they just like make some sand contraptions or stuff or whatever. Maybe ground pound that with Yoshi at the right time, you actually get launched all the way to the skybox of the game. And if you time it correctly, if you get off Josie at just the right frame, you can just keep on falling all the way down from the top. It's very cool. I don't know what compelled me to do this sort of thing as a kid, but I remember that being one of the first glitches I ever found in a game ever. It was very neat. It's very cool experiencing that. Be careful. Careful. I gotta get around to playing Sunshine so I can trash it for like the entire duration of the stream, dude. I mean, I wouldn't trash it, to be honest, but you know, it's just it's a popular game to hate. Oh my god, he hates Sunshine. I have a love-hate relationship with the game. Let's just say that. Because the first time I played Super Mario Sunshine, I remember I had a very bad stomach virus that Christmas, but I got a GameCube. I was like, yeah, let's go. I got it along Sunshine because I've been wanting a GameCube for like the entire year. And I was like, oh wow, it's great. This is the game I wanted because it's Mario, it's Sunshine, it's great. It's on the new console, dude. Because remember, okay, just imagine being a kid going to Blockbuster like in 2001 and just seeing this new section of games with these like weird looking boxes that say GameCube. And I'm thinking to myself, what's a GameCube? What? And I just go over and watch TV and they'll talk about the GameCube and all these different games. I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, I want a GameCube. It's the new Nintendo console. I want to play Mario. Yeah, it's like the Game Spear. It's cubicle. So I would ask my parents, be like, hey, can I get a GameCube for Christmas? They said no. Because, you know, money was tight. I understand. I think it was like in 2001. It was like, a GameCube, please? No GameCube. You get Banjo, though. You get Banjo-Tooie. And you know what? I was okay with that. Because the GameCube would have been how much at launch? I don't know how much the GameCube was, but nonetheless, I remember seeing commercials all the time, being like, "Hey, GameCube," and I was feeling sad because I was like, "Oh, I can't escape the GameCube, dude. I want it." There was even a commercial, like a sweepstakes for Sunny D. I remember asking my, "Please buy Sunny D, so I can get my code." So I can redeem it on this one website and maybe win a GameCube. Like, I believe that, dude. I believe that one of these Sunny Ds was gonna give me a GameCube. Like a gallon's worth of Sunny D. Like, please buy this. So it'll be cheaper for you guys. I know it's hard. Like, at that point, I figured, hey, maybe my parents are having a hard time. So let's just buy Sunny D instead, so I can maybe win the GameCube. And it did not work. It was $200? Really? Okay, that's interesting. This man goes outside, looks at the sunny things of Mario before grimacing. Oh my god. That's funny. I won. Nice. What was I saying? Dude, well, we were right, so... Remember doing that thing? What do you mean sweepstakes laws? I have no idea how those work. I never won a sweepstakes, and it pissed me off. I think from that point on, I was like, you know what? Maybe Sunny D isn't very good because I didn't win a GameCube, and I see these kids being like, "Oh my god, I want a GameCube!" And I was so jealous, dude. Can you go into specific details, Consomme? I want to know. I never looked into how stakes handle their things. Like at all. Like, what if you actually win? What happens? Is there an actual winner? Does anyone even win this? I'd never heard of anyone ever win an actual sweepstakes like that. Ever. It's insane. Have you told me that was false advertisement? I believe you. To be honest. But I don't think it's technically false. You know one. The whole internet does. What? Ooh. What are you talking about? Who is it? What sweepstakes? Sega? What? What are you talking about? Sweepstakes of certain amounts and above may register with certain states, and certain states have requirements of law in place that are more than the standard. Wait, standards? Wait, hold up. That's why you see certain sweepstakes exclude specific states for participation, so they don't have to abide by those rules. So you tell me I never had a chance because Puerto Rico is not a state. Wait, but they still air these commercials. Oh my god, this sucks. Oh, dude, no! Dude, okay, no, my TV was way too small to like read the text at the bottom that says, okay, it's excluded on this state or whatever or that, or in these particular regions. It would not surprise me to hear that Puerto Rico was excluded. That sucks. God damn it. I lost before they even started, dude. I can't believe this. They scammed 70-year-old me. Can you imagine that? I hate this. How about that guy who sued Pepsi because they wanted to buy a jet with Pepsi points? What? Oh, it's like a rewards program? Like you accumulate Pepsi points by buying Pepsi? What are you talking about? The guy won damages, he didn't win a jet, but Pepsi did violate sweepstakes laws and advertising. Oh, the guy lost. Oh, I see. Dude, I have never trusted any sweepstakes. I'm not about to start either. When I see a sweepstakes, I'm like, nah, I'm not winning that. It's not even about, you know, skill issue. You know, it's more about it just lying to me. It's writing that fine line of that loophole where it's like, oh, you know, maybe you won, maybe you can win, but you can only be in this state. Okay, but wait, what happened? Okay, no, hold on. What happens if I buy a gallon of Sunny D? I get the code, but it's like on a different state. Okay. Let's say I go to like, I don't know, like Georgia, right? I go to Georgia, I buy Sunny D, but then I go back home to Florida, but I win something. Does that mean I still win? Even if Florida is like, no, sweepstakes who? That's the issue. Okay. No, the key thing of sweepstakes is that you're not supposed to be required to make a purchase to enter. What if I just... Wait, oh my god. I think I vaguely remember doing this as a kid. What if you just, like, kind of slightly peel, like, very slowly, but not enough? Like, okay, you know, like, the way for you to get the codes for stuff like Sunny D. Like, you deal with the paper, like, label thing, right? You kind of, like, pull it, and it's like, oh, here's a code right behind it, or whatever. I think I vaguely remember as a kid, I would be like, does this Sunny D have the code? I would just, like, peel it a little bit before buying it. Not that they would check, but, you know. I think I remember doing that, thinking I was being smart. But it's easier for most people to buy a thing rather than doing the stupid free option, which is made hard on purpose. It's not hard, just inconvenient. See, to join the sweepstakes, you need to agree to the terms. Purchasing and submitting manual submission is how you agree to the terms. I see. Okay. Wow. I think I understand. Sweepstakes wild? Yeah, dude. Dude, I agreed to the terms just by saying I agree. Because I wanted that GameCube. I don't need to justify it, dude. I made my point clear. I want that GameCube. Therefore, I will participate. You know this because a client recently held the sweepstakes for like a year-long play of this stuff. Interesting. Have the laws for sweepstakes not changed for all these years? At all? Oh my god. Anyway, sweepstakes tangent aside, I then won the GameCube. To the surprise of no one. But I did get the GameCube on, I think, in 2002. But I was sick. I was sick to the stomach, in the literal sense. Because I had a stomach virus, and I was vomiting. It was awful, dude. It was like the first time I ever experienced excruciating stomach pain. I have no idea why it happened either. But it was bad. And I got the GameCube, and like, oh my god, Mario Sunshine, I'm so happy. And then I played it, and I had a lot of fun. Because as a kid, you don't understand what it means to be playing a bad game, right? Like what is considered to be a bad game by the general masses. Because you're a kid, like who cares, right? You play it, and then you might get frustrated a little bit. Because believe me, as a kid, I would get frustrated very easily. I think the first time I had a mental breakdown was because someone stole my star in Bowser Land in Mario Party 2. I was really upset because I was like, no, dude, I was gonna win, but you stole my star, and I got upset. I was really angry. Tennessee had a recent change, and you think New York, Rhode Island, and other state has annoying requirements. Florida too? Okay. That was not one of the known sweepstakes winners of history. Yeah, sorry. I was not meant to be. I'm not extraordinary, sorry. Is it one of those stupid ones where they say none could possibly use as much of their product in a year? That's the thing? No, it's a set monetary amount meant to be distributed over the course of the year. Oh, okay. As a kid, you don't understand. Yeah, true. Or could have been gifted in one single batch if requested alternatively. You pentamelded? Yeah, dude, me too. I'm ready for Friday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, I just realized. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Tomorrow is Friday, guys. That is actually crazy. You're penta dead. Goodbye, Shade. I played Sunshine that Christmas. I was really happy, but also very sick. And I think around that same time, I rented Star Fox Adventures. Because my dad was like, oh man, he really loves Star Fox. Like, Star Fox is still one of my... Star Fox 64 specifically. Like, still one of my top games of all time. Easily. I think it'll forever hold up for me. There's no way it won't. Ever. Oh, okay. Goodbye. It's a fantastic game. Good night, Shade. And I remember playing that game. I was so confused. I think that's the first time I experienced confusion. The very first time. Because consider the fact that my first experience... Okay. With Star Fox was with 64, and I knew nothing about Adventures. I didn't know anything about the GameCube when I got it, dude. Or rather, I knew there were games for it, but I just didn't know. Right? Like, I didn't know the games. But just playing Star Fox Adventures, I was open to the idea of playing the game, and to this day, I still like it for what it is. I like Star Fox Adventures. But I also remember renting Melee a lot. I was just like, oh my god, I love Smash 64. And like a whole lot of other kids who played Melee, that's how I got introduced to like a lot of different franchises. Melee is the reason why I played Metroid. Because you know what else was on the GameCube, dude? Prime. Prime was probably like the first game I ever played where I felt fully immersed in the game that I was playing. It wasn't just about yippee wahoo and scrimbly bimbling all over the place. All over. No. It was immersive. There was lore. There were things to read that like 8-year-old me could not comprehend. Because it was, you know, English hard. But I had fun exploring. It was a fun exploration game. And from that moment on, I was like, you know what? Maybe Metroid is very cool. Then I played Wind Waker. I was like, yeah, I played OOT. I played MM. I like them. I think they're cool. I played a lot of Wind Waker, in fact. A lot of it. Yeah, it's one of those games where I got stuck all the time. Non-stop. Because it's just one of those games, dude. Where it's just like... I kind of feel like I was a bit more mechanically complex than OOT and MM. Because of all the different mechanics you have to account for. At least if you ask me. There was a lot more to those games. To Wind Waker, I should say. To this day, the only Star Fox we played at 64. Honestly, you're good. Just by playing that, if you ask me. You don't need to play the other ones. As much. I think Assault is fine. The Super Nintendo one is fine. That one's alright. That was good. Adventures is alright. Listen, I will forever defend that game. Command is a take it or leave it sort of game. I'm dead. It's a game that I would recommend to certain crowds of people, right? Like, if you're willing to tolerate very scuffed decisions that they made, namely with the story. Like, if you don't care about that crap, you're just in it for the gameplay, I would say it's fine. It's alright. It's no big deal. But that's just me. I think, oh, careful. Gotta slide down now. But yeah, I played Wind Waker, it's rental. Played, I just rented so many GameCube games, dude. So many. GameCube was also the first time I got to experience Sonic in a proper way. And not just through, like, a kiosk over at Sears. Just watching someone play Sonic Adventure 1. I got to experience Sonic for real. First time on GameCube. Not just through SA1 and 2, but also through the Mega Collection. And that's why I realized, hey, wait a minute. You know Sonic 3? That might actually just be like the best game. One of the best games ever, dude. And it was. It is, if you still ask me. I still think Sonic 3 is amazing. To a lot of people. It's not a hot take. It's to say Sonic 3 is the best one. It's not. But hey. I'm so going by that notion, dude. It has everything that I like. So. Oh my god! Yeah, the GameCube was a huge console for me. I'm always gonna have nostalgia for it, no matter what. I got introduced to so many different games through the GameCube. And the PS2 as well. But I was still a kid who was very specific with the games I wanted to play. If it wasn't a sequel, or something that I would recognize from another game, I would most likely object to it. Because believe me, for as much as I hate Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, my dad would constantly ask me, hey, do you want to rent out this game? It looks cool. It looks neat. And I would say, no, I want to play Sonic Heroes instead. And you know what? I'm kind of glad Kid Me made that decision. Because holy crap, dude. I don't think I would have enjoyed Ty as much as Sonic Heroes. I'm just saying. Even if I hate Sonic Heroes nowadays, I still think it's better. Sonic really was your hero at that moment. Exactly. Why do you think I love Sonic so much? You know, speaking of Sonic, there's this one video that popped off for like the past couple of months. They kind of described Sonic as like, you know, someone was trying to explain why people in the autism spectrum try to, they just lean into Sonic a lot more often. And it's an interesting case study, for sure, to make that association. But at the same time, I kind of feel like that video kind of missed the point of Sonic's appeal, if you ask me. Because for me, the appeal of Sonic is not just about going fast or the colorful colors, really. I think it's more about what Sonic represents. He's just a cool guy who does whatever the hell he wants, right? He's like a motivational guy. He's inspirational, dude. He doesn't let anything bother him, dude. As you know how it is. When you're neurodivergent, dude, the way that you look at the world is going to be a bit different. The way you experience things is going to be very different from someone who is more neurotypical, right? And that comes with its own set of challenges. So I'm sure some people here are aware. And I mean, this is probably like kind of reaching, but the way that I've always seen Sonic is, you know, he's always like, he always does his thing. He's always true to himself, no matter what. Because when you're a kid, you know, you're told to not do certain things that, you know, that might be kind of weird. Because when I was a kid, I was weird in the sense where the way that I would play was very weird. I was very loud. I was very energetic. I would not sit still. And I kind of remember like like this one specific thing where in first grade I would be like, hey, I want to play Paper Mario, but like role playing Paper Mario. as people. I would have people like follow me from behind, like they were my partners, like in Paper Mario, and that would be like, hey, I need to use this ability to like open this door or whatever. But of course, bored of that because they would just be doing nothing. And there was also like other things I would do. I don't remember the specifics, but I was constantly told no a lot. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, that sort of thing. As a kid, you don't really understand that you're just doing something wrong, necessarily. But you clocked up for like 2 seconds. Wait. What do you want me to... Oh my god! To iterate. Did you just reveal that you were the lead of a Paper Mario RPG party? Yes! That was me! I was that kid. I don't know, I remember that so vividly. But I remember kids not really liking me very much growing up because of stuff like that. Because, I mean, I didn't know any better, right? Because I thought they were having fun too by playing the game. But they weren't, because, you know, they weren't involved with it very much. They weren't involved. Yeah, I LARPed when I was like in 1st grade. Oh god, I think I'm dead. Yeah. And it was crazy. Because then I remembered, like, you know, it was during that time too, or I was constantly told, like, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. And it's like, oh my god, whoa. I gotta, like, have, like, limits, you know? Like, over and over again, like, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. And it got to the point where it just got all so confusing for me. And I think that's when I experienced what it was to be, what anxiety was. And, not good. Anxiety, not good. Oh, I'm dead. But Sonic, he never lets up, dude. He always does his thing. He's always true to himself. And I guess as a kid, I was like, you know what? I want that. Because I've always felt like I was holding myself back. And you know what? I did. I was always holding myself back as a kid. I was all... When I was like 5 or like 4 or 5, I would just be doing things just for the hell of it, right? Like I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how weird I looked. But then I realized, hey, wait, maybe people won't like me if I'm weird. So I just stopped, you know? I just stopped. Or rather, I stopped trying to be weird. Which takes a mental... No, I did not Naruto run. Dude, Naruto wasn't even a thing when I was a kid. Come on. You remember LARPing a Sonic on the playground in kindergarten and we argued about what Sonic character we were? Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, or Metal Sonic? Oh my god. Oh wow. The joys of being a kid. Let me tell you. It all went downhill when I experienced what anxiety was, because it's interesting when you live in a culture, or you're raised in a culture, where the way that schools are handled are pretty much you share the same class, the same periods, the same everything with the same class. Because the way it would be like uno uno or uno dos. Dos uno or dos dos. Tres uno, tres dos, which pretty much means, you know, you have this set of students for these particular classes, and then you have this other set. We will be segregated depending on our performance, dude. Like uno uno, I'm pretty sure. Like, if it started with uno, it was for like the better students, right? Like the students that were better in grading and stuff like that. You know, we were segregated, and that kind of brings an interesting question of how your environment kind of shapes the way that you view the world and other people. Because in a way, I think the main benefit of schooling, having it be like, oh, you have different people for every period, kind of introduces you to a whole bunch of like different people that you can meet. You know what I mean? Like, you get exposed to a lot more viewpoints, a lot more perspectives, a lot of different kinds of people. Whereas in my environment, which is, I guess, more like a Latino thing, it was more about, okay, well, the people you're with, You're gonna know for like the rest of your life. More or less. Get used to it. Like, there are people in pre-kindergarten that I still knew all the way up to 8th grade. Isn't that wild, dude? That's like almost 10 years of knowing the same people. So you're growing up alongside them. And that comes with problems too. Because if you're outed as the weird kid, that is the label that's going to be stuck with you for like the rest of your school days. You're always going to be that one weird kid. And kids do have this tendency to identify as this one thing. It usually starts innocent, but then over time, it kind of becomes like their whole world. And if that thing ends up becoming something that affects them in a very negative way, that is when it's bad. Imagine being with the same people with the same class for over 6 or 8 years. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I experienced that, dude. It's cool up until it isn't, is what I'm trying to say. Because your reputation will precede you in that kind of environment. And I kind of feel like that kind of hinges, that kind of like, what's the word I want to use here? That kind of, what's the word? Not stops growth, but it hinders it in some degree. It hinders your own growth. Are you ready for all the kids that will ironically say I am Steve? Yes, dude, because I am Steve. I think a lot more people are a lot more open about people being more weird, if you ask me. I think you can have the internet to thank for that. But I don't know, dude. And when I was in school, when the internet wasn't as mainstream, and you needed to act a certain way, you needed to abide by certain rules, there was you know, if it just didn't come naturally for you, it was awful. Because for me, I don't think it came naturally. At all. Like, it just didn't make sense. Social cues didn't really make too much sense to me. Like, why did I have to act this certain way, for example? Like, why do I need to sit still? Why do I have to, like, sit here and just do nothing for, like, an hour? Right? Like, why? And when you're just told it's just because how things are, I think it just makes it more confusing. Because then I don't understand why exactly. Because I was always a curious kid. Always. I was always, you know, just been wanting to learn more about things. But when I was, I guess rejected is not the right word, but when I was just told, hey, don't question thing, it's just how it is over and over again. Or if I'm just told what you're asking is not a good question because it's kind of dumb, then, you know, that kind of just, that affects you in more ways than one. Because I had stuff like that happen to me. It made me very, very reluctant growing up to try out new things. It kind of... It sucked. In a lot of ways. But hey. What matters is the present. Right? I think I learned a lot from those experiences, if you ask me. I learned... Oh, okay. I learned the fact that, you know, it's important to be kind to yourself, you know? Sure, I still didn't know what that meant. When I was, like, in high school. Or hell, even in college. Dude, it took me up until, like... What, like 6 years ago? No, a bit sooner than that. Like, maybe, like 4 years ago. Where I realized, hey, maybe all the problems that I'm having aren't necessarily my fault. I mean, there's gotta be some, right? There's gotta be some accountability. But, you know, when it's brain stuff, you know, in particular with the ADHD, stuff like that. When stuff like that, where it's just how your brain is wired, you can't really help it sometimes, so you can try to, like, work around it. Like, it's never gonna be a good excuse, right? I'm never gonna use my ADHD as an excuse. Because I kind of feel like that is just going to be enabling bad behavior on my behalf and other people. There's gotta be accountability. But, you know, I'm just saying, there's also gotta be a little bit of understanding, a little bit of patience when it comes to that sort of thing. Because I've long accepted my ADHD. I know the limitations that it comes with. That's fine. I've learned to accept it. You try to work with it, if you ask me. Try to work with those limitations as best as you can. Because it's your brain, dude. No one can tell you how your brain should work, right? So it kind of makes things a lot more interesting for me in the sense where it's like, now that I have gained this new perspective, it's a lot easier to be kinder to yourself and just, you know, understand why things are the way that they are in the way that you think, and then try to work around it. So even if I feel like things are relatively slow for me, for them to start, that's what I'm trying to say. Like you know, like started later in life, as some people would call it. Like a late bloomer is what I would probably describe it as. I think that's fine. Listening to the music you have in your playlist. I keep jumping too high. Okay. And the Rayman Falling song started, you left out Rayman Fall was playing on my stream. No. No Rayman Fall. How did I get to this tangent, dude? Oh yeah, I was talking about my childhood. But I don't know how I got to this point. I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, I got a GameCube. Very cool. I got a GameCube, dude. The GameCube has shaped a lot of my early experiences. In a lot of ways. That's why I'm always gonna have nostalgia for the thing. Honestly. And a lot of people do as well, but you know, for me especially, it was very good. Very good time. My N64 was my introduction to games. The GameCube itself was when I realized, hey, wait a minute, I think I like games a lot. Like a lot. All this from Mario Sunshine. That doesn't make it a good game. Sorry. I'm not gonna let you cope with it. It does not necessarily mean it's a good game. Oops. Okay. Here you go. Run! This has been a very hindsight sort of stream. A lot of things to think about. Because there's one thing that people know me for is that I like to think. I'm like a thinker, right? I'm always thinking. Even if it's like a stupid thought, I'm always thinking. And ooh, careful. I think that's just more like, bro is the finish. No, I'm not the thinker. No, I'm not him. I am not him. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. I've hold up. I need to like think. I need to stop dying. Yaptastic. That's me. It still amazes me that I can just yap about anything, dude. There are gonna be some things I will never yap about because I kind of feel like they will be too personal. But hey, I don't mind it really. Like, it's fine. I can yap about whatever within reason. Okay. I should not have jumped like that. You wish you could yap? I can teach you how to yap, Flora. You want some yapping tips, Flora? Well, you want some yapping trips from someone who had to overcome the grueling anxiety of what it was to, like, you know, just be hyper aware of what people are thinking all the time. Every step of the way. Like, even with my movements, dude. Holy crap. That was bad. My anxiety was really, really bad. It was undiagnosed, so that did not help either. Like, it was... I don't know how to describe how bad it was. I could probably provide some examples, if anything. But when I was, like, in middle school, or I believe around high school, like, during my freshman and sophomore years, dude, I would just never talk, ever. Like, my mouth would not be open because of the fear of people making fun of me. Because that's what happened all the goddamn time, dude. Whenever I would say something, people would just call me weird or whatever because I just didn't know how to talk apparently. And you know that in itself was like, nah, dude. I just equated that as like people just don't like me. Well, I'm the problem. But you know, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna be mean. They're gonna have no filters. So can't blame them for being as blunt as they were. And I don't resent them for it. Like I think that's. I don't think there's. It's worth resenting over. Really, it is what it is. But But yeah, this advice is gonna be coming from someone who had to overcome grueling levels of anxiety. You know, the ones that are like paralyzing. That stopped me from experiencing anything because I was just so hyper aware of what people were thinking of me. Because I didn't want people to hate me. Because I would equate that. Because, you know, in my mind, I would selfishly think that if someone didn't like me, it's because I did something wrong. You know? But no, that's not true. People are just gonna hate you for whatever reason they want to make out. Or whatever. It's fine. They're allowed to do whatever they want. I'm not gonna judge them for it. But, yeah, it's coming from someone who had to overcome, like, severe anxiety. Because the biggest hurdle to overcome is thinking too much about what people will think about what you're saying. Right? But like in a way, you're kind of leaving yourself vulnerable. I thought I was gonna block it. And it's scary. Because all it takes is like one wrong thing to be misinterpreted for someone to have their opinion of them change. But what helped me was accepting the fact that, I mean, ultimately, I can't control what people think. I can't. There's no way. Like, that is, in itself, a form of manipulation, if you ask me. Where it's like, oh, I need to say the certain thing the certain way so this person doesn't hate me. It's not manipulation in the sense where I have, like, you know, like, ill intent, for example. Like, I ill intent in hurting them, or just trying to, you know, selfishly get my way. But you kind of are by doing that. My therapist explained this to me years ago, where it was like, you know, the anxiety that you're feeling is part due to the fact that you're trying to control things you shouldn't be trying to control, and that's people. You can't be doing that. You can't be controlling about what people think about you. It's not healthy. You're just you gotta stay miserable for something that you just have no control over to begin with, you know? So for me, the first step was to accept the fact that, okay, listen, I can't... People are gonna think whatever they think. I'm dead. They're gonna think whatever they think. And there's nothing I can do about that, but that's okay. I don't need to. It's fine. If they're gonna hate me or dislike me for something weird that I said, whatever, dude. I say whatever now, but it's just a hard thing to accept. Very hard. Because, you know, I've known for my entire life that's how I function. And to suddenly challenge that is a like a monumental task to overcome. It is by no means easy. But it was a necessary step, because that was the crux of it, right? That was like the root. Neat, powerful. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about, if you ask me. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that was the first step. Just accept the fact that it's okay. People can think whatever they want. If they don't like you for it, that's alright. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, necessarily. You just gotta do it for yourself. Don't do it for other people. And that's another thing, too. I would always do things for other people, as well. Out of the fear of them not liking me anymore, either. That was, like, a very hard proof to, like, overcome as well. Very difficult. Because I like to think that I was doing it for both reasons. But both reasons being like, okay, no, I'm doing it to also, like, be helpful. Like, I generally like helping people. But I was also trying to help myself by doing that, in a way. But, you know, there's nothing really wrong with being selfish, if you ask me. It's, like, it just depends on how it affects other people. It's fine to be a bit selfish. You gotta be, dude. Otherwise, how are you gonna live for yourself, you know? That's another point of contention I need to overcome. It's like, you know, just learning to live for myself. It makes it a little bit easier for me to be like, okay, you know what? I can say whatever the hell I want, really. Within reason, right? Like, I'm not about to be yapping about controversial topics and, you know, just being like the edgy guy and be like, hey, this is thing I said. And just trying to garner like reactions like that. No, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, being true to yourself is fine as well. Like, if you want to yap more, you can certainly try it. I think it's worth trying. So, for me, the methods that I'm applying, outside of overcoming huge mental hurdles, because that's going to be different for everyone, right? Like, you and me, Flora, we experience life very differently, for example. We might have similar anxieties, but the source of them might be different. You know, different circumstance. Completely different lives, etc., etc. But, general advice that I can give you is don't worry too much about how you're coming across, necessarily. Just worry about the thing that you want to say out loud. If there's a thought you want to share, like just came by and it's like, oh, this is probably a cool thing to talk about. Talk about it. Chances are, most likely, if it's something that you want to talk about, you probably have a lot to say about it. So it's something they can probably like talk about a lot. That's one advice that I can give you when it comes to just yapping more. You have a lot to talk about. Me too. Dude, my streams are just about yapping. They're just about yapping. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing, dude. It could be the worst game in the world, like Tai. I could probably find something to talk about. Which is weird to think about too, because again, my upbringing was, I want to say rough. I'm very appreciative of the circumstances that I was in. It was not perfect. I mean, no circumstances are going to be perfect. But there are still a lot of things for me to appreciate. I'm dead. But there were still definitely some things I wish did not have to happen at all. Because if you're Latino, you'll probably relate to this, dude. But I do not fault anyone for thinking this way, by the way. It's just this disclaimer. I don't fault anyone for thinking like this. But there's a stigma when it comes to mental health in, you know, in Latino cultures, where it's like there's something you don't talk about, right? Because that in itself is like its own kind of worm. So that's like a taboo topic that no one wants to talk about. No one. So when it comes to dealing with very complex feelings, it can be very hard to find the right person to talk about it, because just no one wants to talk about it. No, I'm talking about just mental health. No one wants to talk about it, dude. You know what I mean? There's a lot of avoidance when it comes to that. And I don't appreciate that very much. It didn't help me, dude. Good luck finding a therapist, psychologist who is from Latino background who can understand. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm thinking to myself, like, what? How did we get to this point where it's suddenly taboo to talk about how you're feeling? Right? Like, it's complex. I'm not saying people are dismissive. I'm just saying that I don't think a lot of people know how to deal with it because they just didn't learn how to. So instead of, you know, trying to fix the problem, or just trying to find ways to, like, you know, try to, like, make things better. Because honestly, when it comes to mental health stuff, it is not easy to deal with. It is a very grueling and complicated process to get through all that. And again, I can understand people not really knowing how to deal with it. Emotions equal weakness, and no time to feel need to work to survive. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that the people that I grew up with are exactly like this. I'm just saying. I'm not sure why I need to throw the disclaimer. Really, like I know this is true, but you get what I mean. Oh God, careful. But there is certain toxicity when it comes to emotions and just dealing with them. In Latino culture, we're just told to just deal with it, right? Again, it's like, oh, come on, everyone does that, but I don't think it's to the same degree. A lot of it has to do with having personal responsibility over yourself, and if you're mentally ill, it's like a cop-out. Like, no, you gotta make yourself feel better. Put yourself up by your bootstraps. Your boots don't have straps. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, it's like placing all the accountability on you. Even if it's something that you might not have control over. That's what I'm trying to argue here. Like, let's say, for example, like, again, like, you might actually be mentally ill. Like, you might actually have depression. You might actually have, like, generalized anxiety disorder. That is very hard to handle by yourself. Without being properly medicated or having a good support network. It doesn't help being told, hey, you know, it's your fault. So, just fix it, bro. I don't think anyone comes into life, you know, wanting to be miserable like that. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's... I don't think anyone goes into that doing that. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. I can understand it feeling like an inconvenience, I suppose. Especially considering that, you know... Yeah, I guess Consume is right. That is the best way to describe it. Like, when it comes to dealing with mental health issues, it's more like, hey, your problem, dude. You gotta fix it. Do not inconvenience everyone else, alright? That sort of thing. But then it's like, okay, I have an issue. I have no idea how to resolve. How do I fix it? And no one knows the answer. Because they just were never challenged in that regard. You know you have some undiagnosed crap, and you'll continue to be undiagnosed too because you can't afford it. Oh, yeah, that's the... Yeah. Oh, my God. Careful. It's a vulnerable thing to admit you have this innate or inner weakness that simply can't be overcome with hard sweat or tears, makes you feel broken. It becomes shameful in a culture immersed in that sort of work ethic. Yeah. It becomes an inconvenience, right? For everyone involved. Consummate, you and I experienced this. We're Latinos. Yeah, you know how it is. You thought toxic masculinity was a problem? Combine that alongside Latino culture, dude. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. It's, oh no! I don't want to make comparisons here. It's bad. No matter the culture, it's bad. But in Latino, when you have that alongside... Oh god. Alongside that, it's bad. Because holy crap, dude. The mentality that I had, I was just a failure. Because I just did not meet the criteria to be a certain Latino man. Because, you know the stereotype. It's like, you know, the guy who can fix everything. Who is outgoing, outspoken. Can say whatever the hell he wants. He gets along with everyone. That sort of thing. You know, the ideal Latino man. Who takes no crap from anyone. And does things by himself. You know, just it's very... resourceful is the word I'm trying to look for, yeah. Very resourceful man. And I didn't meet any of that criteria. I did not. At least that is the impression that I got. Of what it means to be a Latino man. But I don't know. I kind of feel like hinging on identities like that is so destructive to begin with. I mean, I know this now. Obviously. After a lot of introspection. But, you know. When I was younger, nah, dude. I didn't know. I just thought that if I didn't abide by this, if I just didn't follow the rules of what is expected of me, because again, this all goes back down to that. Goes back down to that crap. A lot of machismo? Yeah, machismo. That's what it is. A lot of that crap, dude. If you didn't put gel on your hair, for example, if you didn't look cool, you were weak. You didn't fit in. Not fitting in is a death sentence. in the school that I was in. Gel, dude. Yeah, gel. Moco de gorila. Stuff like that, you know? My hair is like super dry. Like the driest hair you will ever touch. It's dry and it's curly. That is like a dangerous combo for gel hair, dude. It does not stick very well. At all. So when people try to apply that on me and it didn't work, I just looked ridiculous. And of course they would make fun of me. Because of that. In Puerto Rico, at least when I was 18, everyone had to use gel, dude. Because that was just the in thing, right? Got a dessert on his head. No, not that type of gel, dude. Not that gel. But that was more of a Puerto Rican thing at the time. I don't know if it is still, honestly. I'd be surprised if it still is. I'd be amazed, if anything. But that was the thing, dude. If you're a guy, you needed to put gel on your hair. And make it spiky, right? Like Goku. Right? Like Goku hair. Oh my god. Maybe not that extreme. But, you know, that was just the end thing. And my hair was just not good for that at all. In fact, using too much gel will probably make me bald. So, I just kind of opted I'm not doing that. Careful. There you go. I'd have to ask my sister how her standards were. If anything. I can't speak for her, dude. But, if you're Latino, I mean, you already know the biases that people are gonna have for both men and women as well. They're very conservative traditions. Let's just say that. Very, very conservative. And I mean that in the most literal sense of the word, right? I'm not trying to get political here. I'm just saying. Traditional. I guess it's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, traditional. Okay, goodbye. Careful. I really have to think about how different I would be as a person if I had realized all this when I was younger. Hindsight's 2020. But that's like the crux of this whole conversation. But it's interesting to think about. How different my circumstances would have been if I had just realized all this earlier. Because I have the mental capacity to do a lot of introspection. That's how I learn. But sometimes it's a bit too much, right? For a very long time, I did struggle dealing with emotions because I just didn't know how to deal with it. No one taught me, dude. Not that anyone needed to teach me, but I didn't have good guidance, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't have the guidance that I needed to, like, really explore those complex emotions. What's up, Zai? Where am I going? There you go. You're never too late. That's right. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's... Okay, cool. You're sick? What? That's crazy. I hope you feel better soon. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Get well soon. Don't die. We need you. Careful. Come. Alright. There is a saving grace through all this conversation, by the way, because I then mentioned that my school... When I say it's hell, I don't know. It's hard for me to say if I'm underplaying it or overplaying it, or if I'm just being dramatic. I don't know. But it doesn't change the fact that I did have a miserable time at school. At least to the schools that I went in Puerto Rico. Because when I moved over to the States, and it felt like a fresh start, it was invigorating in the sense that I could literally start fresh. And all the English practice that I did in Puerto Rico actually paid off tenfold in a lot of ways. because I could communicate with the kids just fine, and I could just be the cool guy, you know, just a cool, relaxed guy who, you know, who play video games over the library, and he could hook you up with emulators, dude. Ow. Good life advice on don't die. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But thank you for emulator. That's how I met a couple of people that I still know to this day. In fact, dude, it's crazy to think about because the one saving grace for me when I was a kid, despite the hell that was school, was the internet. Because from there I realized, hey, wait a minute. I don't need to like mask, right? I don't need to hide who I am. Because there are other people here that like what I like, and they just like me for who I am. And it was very, of course it's going to be validating for like 13-year-old me. Like, of course I'm going to be like, hey, this is cool. I'm going to stick around with these people. And I did. And it's hard to say where I would be were it not for that. Were it not for forums. Were it not for early YouTube. Were it not for just being able to engage with these people. And just being able to be myself. Like learn what it meant to be myself, you know? I kind of feel like I would be miserable otherwise. But, I mean, I can't know for sure. I definitely grew up at an interesting time. I do have to say. It was very interesting seeing things unfold, especially when it came to the internet. Let's see here. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, there's one thing I will forever appreciate is stuff like that. The fact that I got the opportunity to be able to like actually express myself without worrying about what people thought of me. I had to be like, I learned to be less self-conscious. Because being self-conscious all the time is very draining, dude. It is as draining as it sounds. Being hyper-aware of everything that you're doing, dude. How much energy do you think that takes? Not just in school, but everything that you're saying, the way that you move, the things that you look at, you know? Because you're afraid of other people, like, judging you. You're like, hey, why are you being weird, bro? Stop being weird, bro. And then they just... For me, it was probably because of the bullying, really. Because I was an easy target. I wouldn't really fight back. And it would be like, hey, he's easy. He is easy to pick on, dude. He's easy. Just pick on him because he's weird. He would say weird things or just do weird things or just move weirdly. It's like being an alien, dude. And everyone's making fun of you because you're different. But, you know. Again, I'm not trying to be resentful. I know kids are gonna be kids. I don't blame them for being like that. Like they wouldn't know the repercussions, right? How that would affect someone down the line. Like, they're not gonna know that. I'm not gonna know that. Kids are not gonna know that, dude. They're not gonna know. I'm just saying that were it not for the internet and the people that I met, I think things would be very different for me. Very, very, very different. And I would probably say, judging from what I experienced in the environment around me, I don't think I would be in a good place. It's hard to say if I would have ever learned to like actually love myself. It's hard to say. I don't know. Life took me in a certain direction that ultimately benefited me in some ways, and some others not that much. But hey, you live and learn, you know. It's just the fact that I can have a positive spin on things like this. I think that in itself is good enough. I'm pretty satisfied having an outlook like that. Oh, come on, God! Okay. I miss early YouTube, dude. I miss forums. There's a reason why I'm so nostalgic for the early internet. Because of just what it did for me. I hate how overly centralized everything is now. Everything is now. How commercialized it is. How just, you know, it's just everywhere. I hate it. I miss the Wild West, dude. It's just so much. It was so much more genuine back then. It's not just about old man yelling at cloud, dude. I generally think things were a lot better back then. With the internet. So much better. Why does everything have to be product, dude? I hate it. God damn it. I miss Flash games, dude. When they were made with passion. Not because they want to, like, jam like a million ads, so they just put in, like, recognizable IPs for people to, like, just download and play. Get the ad revenue. I hate this, dude. The internet was not taken over by capitalistic business. Yeah. I hate it. I'm dead. Consume product. Then get excited for next product. Isn't that like from Red Letter Media? It wasn't Mike who said it. It was You hate everything? No. Oh my god. Ow. 420, let's go. It's 421 now. Okay. Man. Star Shaper, is that you? Holy crap! Hey, I do need to hydrate. I have been yapping for a long while. Great. Let me die real quick, and then I'll hydrate. How about that? Oh my god! I keep forgetting about that bomb, dude. I'm paying attention to that reticle. I need to like sip them. Do I agree? Yes. I agree. If you're talking about the internet in its early age, yeah, I agree. Unless you mean something else. I mean, we're all old enough, right? To remember the old internet? Right? The majority of us know how it was back then. Forums. You know, I keep mentioning forums, dude, but they were such a big deal for me. Insane. You miss when people simply served the web. Me too. God, man. Things really do get worse when you're an adult. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Dude, I mean, I can't really, like, speak for everyone, really. But, I don't know, I kind of feel bad for the kids that are growing in this generation, you know? They don't get to experience the way that we experience things. Because I think they were generally better. Again, I don't think it's a matter of old man yells at cloud. I don't think so. I don't think it's me being just being an old man. I think it's just the things were just better. Okay. Stop yelling at cloud. You thought you loved Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I do. I love Final Fantasy VII. Not Rebirth, though. Okay, goodbye. It's old man yells at monitor. Oh my god. Monitor has a cloud in it. As a background, dude. The Windows XP background. That has a cloud in it, I think. Right? Pretty sure it does. Yelling at that. Go. Oh, okay. Great. Nice. I need to stop going faster. Did you guys know that I actually made a Flash animation that is lost to time? I remember going to like the Spriters Resource website and being like, oh my god, I can download sprites, transparent sprite sheets, and be able to make my own animations in Macromedia Flash. And, you know, go frame by frame. And do cool stuff with it. Because, believe me, I was inspired by a lot of the Newgrounds stuff, a lot of the stuff that I saw on YouTube that were like flash animated. I was like, oh my god, I get to do this too? Because I kind of feel like, you know, it's, for as much as I am, like, advocating for the old internet, it was unhinged, dude. I was exposed to things a lot earlier than I should have been exposed to, dude. Before I could even understand what they were. It's like playing Conker's Bad Fur Day when you're like 8 years old. But you, at that age, I guess you wouldn't really understand. That's the same now. Social media and YouTube algorithm now. I guess so. To some degree. I'm just saying. The Wild West was truly the Wild West. It's more of the same. A lot of the weird stuff that you would see on YouTube. Like, I think the first thing that comes to mind is the like Spider-Man Elsa videos. You know, the YouTube Kids stuff. People will try to capitalize on. The very weird stuff. That's from a couple of years ago. But, a lot of the early internet humor was the, what's it called? Like, you know, just, oh, look, this is Mario. Mario's friendly. He's cool. He's family friendly. Then you give him a gun and make him beat up Koopas to bleed out. You know? You just make everything edgy. You know, I have like a lot of like sexual innuendos in your Flash animations about Mario. I'm like, wait, whoa, holy crap, wait, hold up, what? What is this? It's wild.
Huh?
I mean, huh? No, you know what I'm talking about, dude? It was like the Newgrounds culture at the time, where everything needed to be edgy. To shock you.
Huh?
Whereas Elsa Gate stuff was made by content farms. Yeah, there was no such thing as content farms back then. Aimed at ramping up ad revenue by driving kids to consume it nonstop. Yeah, again, this is before the internet was just all consume product, consume. At least anime music video culture isn't dead, just rebranded as edits. Dude, AMVs. Oh my god. There's a reason why people are nostalgic for like Windows Movie Maker, dude. But with the blue black with the blue background and the white text. Dude. Oh my god. That is an aesthetic that I hope never dies. It's one of those things where it's like it circles back in itself, where back then it was cringe. Because it was like, oh, come on, guys. Like, you guys can do something better than Windows Movie Maker or Register Hypercam 2. Like, come on. But nowadays, it's like an aesthetic. Because, you know, people are nostalgic for the bygone era. Like, myself included. Me watching, like, Mario 64 blooper videos when I was, like, 10. Being like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Because it's, like, 5 frame rate on Register Hypercam being, like, half the screen. And, you know, texts being not even superimposed on the screen. It would be like slides. Be like, hey, this thing happens, and then like you would do. That would look like a lot of raunchy stuff as well in these videos, like the Flash animations, like the Mama bleeps. So they would do with Mario, because it's like, haha, Mario said a word, swear word, because he's Mario, and that is what Mario would never do that. Then now I'm gonna jump. I'm just saying, who actually registered their Hypercam? I don't know a single human being who did this. I don't know anyone who has registered Hypercam 2. It's really funny. It's experience. Dude, I used it. You know those Smash videos that I made? That I showed on stream for my first year anniversary? That was for unregistered Hypercam, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I had some like Mario 64 videos that I wanted to do as well, because everyone was doing it at the time. And I used the Unregistered Hypercommand 2 as well. I wanted to like replicate the aesthetic. Because I wanted it to be YouTube famous. Because YouTube famous was having like 10,000 subscribers, by the way, back then. It's insane. If you knew someone with that, they were a star. 5 stars on YouTube, dude. 5-star videos all throughout. Insane. And I wanted to be that. I was like, holy crap. Let me mimic what people are doing so people can like me. Because I'm not feeling that IRL. So... Let me do it here. Maybe people will accept me here. Unfortunately, a lot of that is lost to time. I wish I kept a lot of that stuff, but I did not. I did not do that. Just like how, in high school, I actually made a video game that ended up being the best in the class to the point where someone would ask me, hey, where did he steal this from? And that was probably like the best compliment I could have ever gotten from someone. If someone, okay, life advice. If someone tells you, like for a school project or just a personal project that you're working on, and you need to present it over at somewhere, and someone tells you, hey, where did you steal this from? That is like the highest degree of flattery you will ever get, because it's like, oh my god, is it really that good? It was weird. The guy was so sure of himself when he asked me that question. I was like, no, I made it. It was me. I did this. I made the game. It was like a Link to the Past clone. It was like level based and a whole bunch of different bosses. It was you? No, it was you weren't the jockey, dude. Sorry. I'm surprised I died. Okay. Yeah, you weren't the jockey.
Huh?
Okay, careful. Unless I was actually a jock. You know? Like a jock in high school. Chicken jockey. Oh my god. I did it again. Okay. I wish I kept those animations, man. I wish I did. I look back on my videos and I cringe. Of course I'm gonna cringe. I made them when I was like 12. 12 was like, oh my god. No, it's not been 17 years, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Dude, I've been using the internet for like more than half my life, like 2/3. I mean, that's not exactly something to be like, oh yeah, duh. Like everyone uses the internet, right? But I'm talking about back then, dude. It was a mainstream. Saying that, it was like, what? That's insane, dude. Get a life. You know? That's what you would hear if that was the circumstance. In fact, I haven't heard that insult in a very long time, where it's like, oh, you do this thing? You play video game all day? Get a life. Like, I think people don't say that as much anymore is because it's an actual profitable venture. And a lot of that, not resentment, but a lot of the flack that people would get because of that is because it wasn't profitable. Part of it is because it wasn't socially acceptable to be playing video games as much, either. Because again, a lot of us older folk come from a time where video games weren't the cool thing, and yeah, a lot of people play games now. A lot of people's livelihoods are from games. Like, just look at streamers. For example. But yeah, us older folk come from an era where video games weren't the cool thing, right? They were the nerdy thing. And nerds are nerds. We don't want to be nerds. Now it's cool to be a nerd, so I'm just sitting here like, okay, cool. You know, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that the hobby is more socially accepted. It's kind of weird how it wasn't to begin with. I want to be ostracized because of video games, dude. Come on. Here we go. Hey, it really did help that I knew people in, you know, despite the hell that I went through, I did have friends. I need to I need to put a disclaimer here. I did have friends in middle and high school. I did have friends, and that helped a lot. Knowing people with the same interests. Because believe me, that could have been a bit of a rarity back then. Because, you know, kids these days still know. They don't know. Okay, I'm being old man again. Sorry. Kids these days don't know. I had to walk so you could run. Okay? I suffer. What's the question, constantly? Disclaimer, I'm being sarcastic. If it wasn't obvious, I'm being sarcastic. It's fine. It's not. I didn't go to war, okay? There's no way he asked about Professor Spam. Wearing onions on your belt. Oh god. I'm getting hungry, dude. I forgot to eat a big meal before stream. I'll be okay. It's just, I'll have to eat a big meal after stream. Here we go. I'm not gonna bother grabbing the cube, the squares. The cube. I don't know when Professor Spam is. I can't do that anymore, dude. I don't have access to my Tumblr. I forgot the password, dude. Because every single goddamn website on the planet nowadays needs to have, like, a different password. I swear to God, dude. I hate it. Like, my usual password, it cannot be used universally. Not that you would want it to. Especially when stuff gets compromised all the time. But, dude, I can't. My brain cannot keep up with passwords. I need a password manager, like a real one. I need to, like, actively use one now. Because I just can't. My brain, dude. Overload. Brain overload. I cannot keep up with all that. Especially if I get locked up on an account, that sucks. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I do want a New Game Plus after all. So I can experience life for what it was back then. I'm always gonna be yearning for what I don't have, you know. That's just kind of like a human thing to do, you know. It's normal. But at the same time, it's like, oh, careful. At the same time, right? I can't help it, dude. I don't think I'm miserable to the point where I'm just like, everything sucks. Life sucks. But, you know, I'm just trying to be a bit more realistic. Maybe to a fault. Right? I don't like being the guy that says, oh, it is what it is. Because I kind of feel like sometimes I can be a little bit invalidating. But, you know, I don't like using the word invalidating in that context, actually. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, man. I think I can blame Tumblr for ruining that word for me. To be honest. Where, you know, some people that clearly needed help used it to justify bad behavior. That sort of thing, you know? Ooh, careful. It is what it isn't. Wait a minute. That's a good twist. Wait, what does that mean exactly? Oh, hold up. That is like a... That's something to think about. Hold up. Oh, no. How do I get out? Hold up. I guess like this, yeah. Just climb. Do it again. Whoa. Okay. Continue. No, I don't know what to eat today, man. In fact, I still need to make like a grocery list. I think I want to try out new food. Honestly, because I've been making a lot of the same crap. Maybe I should like learn a new recipe or something. Just learn something that's a bit healthier. It's no harm in doing that. I know a couple of recipes, but I don't know enough that I kind of feel like, you know what, I can cook this. It's cooking is fun. I like cooking. I think it's a good activity. If you ask me. can just go. Just jump. Just go. Just go. Oh my god. Okay. It's insane how many levels there are, dude. Oh my god. This is an endless game. Oh, dude, I got this game for like $15, dude. And you can play this game forever. Okay. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm okay. Okay. There you go. What was I gonna say, man? It's strange because I never go to any stream knowing what I'm going to be talking about for the most part. That never happens. I don't plan for it. I let my brain do the talking. Because I conditioned myself to just say whatever comes to mind within reason. Because, you know, not that I have like unhinged thoughts or whatever. I'm just saying like I'm just saying like it just comes naturally now. They're unscripted? No. Sorry. These are not pre-recorded. These are not scripted. I do not think about the thing I'm going to be talking about, right? For me, this is for me, right? If I were to try to come with a script, I would feel I would not be having a genuine conversation with anyone. Because for me, a good conversation is being able to bounce around different topics constantly. Like just being like, okay, I can maybe have like an outline of things I want to talk about, but I don't want to sway the conversation to be like, okay, let's only talk about this and only talk about this. If you guys want to talk about something else, no, we're gonna talk about this and that's fine. Like no, nothing imposing like that. You're a bot scripted to post what is being discussed to give the illusion of interaction. Oh my god. For a long time, I was worried about whenever I was, oh my god, I was actually entertaining, or if people actually cared about what I was talking about. I think I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, you know what, you guys are still here. I'm doing something right. So, thank you. Thank you for, oh! Thank you guys for watching. I've been doing this for like almost 3 years. Can you imagine that, dude? Yapping for like 3 years? Like, oh my god. Welcome for oh. Okay. How do I do this, man? I would never would have imagined. Excuse me, sorry. Voice crack. I never would have imagined that I would be streaming and yapping as much as I would if it was like what, like 15 years ago. It's insane how things work out the way they do. You just never know. You never know what life has in store for you. I think that makes it more exciting. It's like... if someone asks me, hey, you want to know how you die? No. Don't spoil my life, dude. Come on. I hate spoilers. I hate them. I would straight up tell me, hey, you want to know how you die? I would tell them, no spoilers, please. And that's it. That's the whole conversation. I hate getting spoiled. I hate it. Getting spoiled on something generally changes how you interact with that particular element. Like, let's say it's like a show.
The big one is
or a movie
here.
or a game. You get spoiled and you're like, oh man, now I know. And now my relationship with the thing that I'm trying to experience is going to be forever different. It's not going to be like the same. It's not going to be intended, right? Like, I like feeling shocked. I like being surprised, but like being like gasping, like, oh my god, what? I didn't see that coming. You know, I like experiencing emotions. You know what I mean? Why? I got a baked Poe? Oh crap, that's a check. Let's go, dude. I need to log in on OOT for my async, dude. I'm only missing the Mirror Shield and Megaton. And I think Magic. I think I have Magic on this one. I don't remember off the top of my head. But that's all I need to win, dude. I don't need boss keys, because boss keys are an implication. They're not real, dude. I can just clip. It's no problem. But once I get those things, I can lock it in and beat my game. But, yeah, it's gonna be a while before I get this. I'm in no rush. Again, async is just for you to play whenever you can or whenever you want. Would not recommend going above 80 advancements for Minecraft. The whole idea behind the async is to make it as cursed as possible. So by all means, make it 80. Flora got a better axe. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, hey. If there's one thing that I wish that the streams will never change, is keeping that human element behind it, you know? Well, I didn't see that. You know, the human, the genuine human experience. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I thought that was gonna be bad. The Yamos weren't cursed enough again. No one should be winning week 1. It's... I guess we are past the first week. We're technically in week 2. A human stream. You like it? I can only think of Rick and Morty when you say that. Sorry. Dude, I have like lost... Like, I have not kept up with Rick and Morty. I think I watched like season 5, and I just don't remember any of it. Like I'm just it's reached its peak. Season 2 was when it was at its peak, if you ask me. Then it became memed to hell. I don't need to remind you guys, man. I don't need to. I don't need to be the guy to be like, hey guys, remember Pickle? Pickle! Oh my god. When you say curse, I turn on every single option of the game. That's what I did too. That's what I like to do too. When I do curse, dude, I go all out. 100%. And I encourage it for everyone to do it. Because again, they're like, we're not meant to be beating this in like in a week necessarily. We're meant to be beating this in like in the span of weeks, right? Just helping each other out. But again, there's not much you can do about that at the same time, because like there's only so much you can do when it comes to YAMLs and for your configuration for your game world. And oh, careful. And some games are just gonna have infinitely less checks and progression than others. Like OOT, if you know what you're doing, depending at the very least what items you have, you can beat it relatively quickly. And that's why I added entrance randomizer as well. Just to make it more cursed, so I can take a lot longer to beat the game. Breeding one of every breedable mob and taming one of every cat. That sounds bad. For mine, it's more useful that you got built on Minecraft with the mob sending, since it helps it be less cursed for certain achievements. Okay. Consum is about to say something controversial? What? Oh no. What's bro gonna yap about? How am I gonna survive this? Exactly? Okay, I guess like that, but that sounds really rough, man. Okay. I think no, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, I'm alive. Okay. Take it easy, Consume. Don't drive fast. You just survive easy. True. How should I treat myself tomorrow, guys? I have like I still have that one coupon for Subway that I got from Tiosuke for my birthday, like 2 months ago. It's on my Google Wallet, and right now it's got $15 worth of for Subway. You're buying candy? Did you know when I was a kid, I didn't really have a sweet tooth. Really. That wasn't me. I didn't like candy that much. But I was also always partial to chocolate. That was the one that I would never really turn down. But for the most part, I would just default to chocolate because, it's, again, like, that's all I knew. I mean, if it was vanilla, you know, there's other flavors, sure. But I was like, oh, chocolate. Chocolate, please. Chocolate. One day you'll experience the 30 to 50 feral cows. I'm sorry, what? Wait, what does that mean? Dude, I'd love when Vel talks, dude. Because he says, like, the most deranged... Oh, God. Says, like, he has, like, the most deranged comments sometimes. Minecraft jockey. That's all you need to say, dude. I know what you're talking about when you say Minecraft jockey. I get the reference. I love Minecraft. Particularly alpha Minecraft and beta Minecraft. Those are the ones I played the most. When the game got released, I played for like a little bit, but that's when I got burnt out, dude. Hey. Hey. We got really into Minecraft on the Xbox 360. I never play Minecraft on a console, ever. I never play Minecraft on a console. Oh, God. Funnily enough, when I got my PS3, second hand, it came with Minecraft. I didn't put it in. I was like, no. I don't want to play Minecraft. I want to play Neptunia instead. Sorry. Not doing that. Mods made Minecraft good. Yeah, I honestly can agree with that. Yeah. It enhances the experience, so then that's what mods are supposed to do, right? Okay, goodbye. You ended up seeing the movie? Wait, Sonic 3? Or 1, 2, 2? What was Sonic 1 and 2? It's the same movie. Oh, Minecraft! Oh, wait, it wasn't like the one that's leaked online, right? Like the quote-unquote Minecraft movie? It wasn't that one, right? It was like a something else. It was the unfinished leak? Okay, yeah, because that one's easier to find, dude. It was funny. Should we watch it then? It's for the hell of it. Oh, careful. Honestly, yes. Okay. Alright. You know what? Next movie night, we'll watch the leaked version of the Minecraft movie. How about that? It may be the way to watch it? Okay. But does... I was gonna ask, but if it doesn't have I am Steve, then I can't watch it. Have you ever heard anyone IRL say Pog? Be honest. Because I haven't. I've not heard anyone say Pog. Pog? No. This is where the Pog is from. Sure. Oh, it's just unfinished effects. Okay, gotcha. Soulgen Alpha. God. I'm not going up there again. Gotta go down. I'm very hungry. Maybe I should cut the stream a little bit earlier today so I can get some food. Okay, does anyone else have this problem? Please, I'm not the only one. So, whenever you hear sounds in a game, or just okay, or in any form of media, when you hear it for the first time and you hear it somewhere else, let's say like stock sound effects, just associate it with the first time that you heard it, right? Like the door opening sound reminds me of the Hotel Mario song at the beginning, where it's like, the intro cutscene, where Mario goes, "It's from Bowser," and he grabs a note, and that particular part of the song plays. Okay, listen to the door. Let's listen to the door opening. I'm gonna stay quiet. Right? It kind of sounds. It sounds like a regular gate opening, like an electric gate. But in my mind, I just hear the song, dude, from Hotel Mario. It doesn't help that Kai streamed it recently, so I'm like, I'm Hotel Mario brained right now. Oh god. Maybe it's just a weird thing that my brain does. I don't know, dude. Like the very specific thing. Especially considering I grew up with YouTube poops as well. Spaghetti. Time to play it. You guys want me to play Hotel Mario? I'm gonna ask this question for real. Do you guys want me to play Hotel Mario? What if I just play YouTube poops instead of the cutscenes? How about that? Where Mario goes, "No, you," and then he pulls out a gun and kills Luigi or something. I don't know. The YouTube poops were weird, dude. YouTube poops were unhinged content. It was all about splicing, all about making like very cool edits, audio splicing, and all that crap. Hotel Mario now? Okay. I don't know about now, but you know. Oops. I made spaghetti the other day. That was cool. Spaghetti is cool. I got some ragu. Did you know? You know how there's like different sauces in for you to use for your spaghetti or whatever, for like ravioli or anything that's Italiano and requires sauce, which is like half the food, half the Italian food. Puerto Rico, you know how there's like a brand called Ragu? That's like I forget what's in it. I think it's like a bit of marinara sauce and a whole bunch of like different condiments that add more flavor to the sauce. Okay. Well, in Puerto Rico, we call every single sauce that you use for like seasoning for stuff like that ragu. Everything. It's a weird thing. I don't know why they do this, but every sauce in Puerto Rico is ragu. It doesn't matter what it is. It could not even be ragu. Not even be close to it. Like just the same ingredients, but we'll still call it ragu. I mean, you guys know what ragu is, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Cosme knows what ragu is. Surely, he knows what ragu is. He has to know. Don't blink at me. Does no one know what ragu is? What? Oh, come on. No, don't pick me. No, there's no way. I can't believe they don't know. No one knows ragu. Know what it is? Okay, cool. Cool. I'm just saying that every Boricua just calls every sauce ragu. I don't know why. It's just how it is. Why all them ragu? Don't ask me, dude. I don't know. I mean, why are speed bumps in Puerto Rico called muertos? They just are. It's just how it is. They're called muertos, dude. Like death, yeah. Muertos. Don't ask me why they called that. I don't know. They're just called muertos. Speed bumps kill cars. I mean, it makes sense in that sense, but it's still kind of funny. They kill cars' speeds. It's just a very literal interpretation of a bump. Like, if you think about it, yeah, it makes sense. I just want to know how this happened. Right? It's one of those things where it's kind of like, you know, you start questioning. It's like, why is it called like this? Weird. Ragu is an Italian word for sauce. Oh, well, we do have roots in Italiano, so I guess that makes sense. Dude, speaking of Italiano, like, oh my god. I think out of all the cuisine, that's not Latino, that's not it's not like, you know, Puerto Riqueño or Cubano or Colombiano or anything of the sort like that. I think or Peruano. I think my favorite type of cuisine outside of all those is probably oh my god. It's probably Italiano. Because they're carried by their sauce, dude. Give me the fettuccine. Please. Please. I love it. Give me the spaghetti. Ravioli. Oh god. You love Indian food. Isn't it super spicy? Like it has like a million spices. And then it just kills your stomach. Like I don't like spicy. Yeah, they got a lot of spices. Not necessarily. No, it's Thai food that usually has like very spicy stuff, right? They're known for their very spice. Don't like spice. I know. I get this all the time. God damn it. I don't like it. I don't like spicy. I don't like the pain. I don't like it. My tongue doesn't agree with it. My stomach doesn't agree with it. Because I have a history of acid reflux. My intestines don't agree with it. I just don't like it, dude. It's just a miserable experience. But it hurts so good. Okay, listen. No. No, absolutely not. Sorry, I don't like it. I don't. I can't explain it, dude. I just never got used to it. I never liked it. It's a sensation in my mouth that is just very unpleasant. It's a good thing there are a lot of dishes that are not spicy. Because again, when it comes to Latino, you have like so many different variations, so many different types of cuisine, that it doesn't even matter, right? Spicy good? No, sorry. Sorry, I can't. I cannot deal with spicy. I can't, man. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried to give it a chance. I cannot like it, dude. I'm always miserable. After the fact. I can't finish the food, man. I can't. I need to have a sippy to even, like, bring the food down. If I don't have a sippy, it's over. Like, I can't finish it. It's too much. Oh, goodbye. You want food, but you didn't feel like cooking. You should, You should, do you have an air fryer, Flora? Do you have an air fryer? Is there anything you can boil? Because when it comes to boiling food, you can just like put it and let it boil and you don't have to think about it. You gotta check up on it, of course, but just let it simmer. This is unusually tired. You're very tired. I think, oh my god! I think considering the stuff that you're doing as of late, will make sense. You know, you can be mentally tired too. That can affect you physically as well. Believe me, I know. Oh god. I need to stop doing that. I need to like wait. Let me go this way. This. Wait. It didn't help. Okay. It does not help to wait. Maybe I'm just a fast boy. Okay, I need to be faster. Come on down. Come on down. This way. Okay, cool. It's just that easy. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good, we're good. Okay, oh my god, that almost got me. The game Enemy 0 has 4 discs. The first disc is disc 0. Wait. Dude, I'm waiting for the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy to be finished. The Square has an excuse to package the entire experience in 3 discs. So I'll be like, wow, that's cool. That's like the original. Except with like 100%, like no, 200%. No, 300% more padding. Oh my god, man. I love Final Fantasy VII. No. I'm playing it. Don't worry. I can't wait. So I've been playing. I'm still playing Rebirth though. Things are getting crazy in the story. I'm sitting there like, why is Nomura? What is Nomura cooking, dude? What is he doing? That's basically been my experience. It's like both intrigue and me being like, okay, what are you doing now, dude? I think, yeah, a lot of people are waiting for it to be finished. Because again, the Final Fantasy VII, a very important game for me. In a lot of ways. Very, very important. And, oh god. What? Okay. I think it ties between my favorite, between 10, between 9, between... Yeah, those 3. That's it. Even I don't like 14 that much. Right. 14 is not my top in my top 3. It is not. I don't think it will be. Because of how much love I have for 7, 10, and 9. 7, 9, and 10. Oh god. Please. 10 was the first one that I played. 10 was the first time where I realized, hey, wait a minute. Numbers can go higher than 100? What? Because, okay, look, dude, please understand. I was like 8 when I played Final Fantasy X. And see numbers go higher than that. I was like, what? What's 1,000? Mil? What's mil? 10,000. Wow. That's big. Más que 100. One of the 5 people who likes 15. I never played 15. I haven't played 3. I haven't played wait. 3, 11, 12, Lightning Returns, 15 and 16. I think those are the only ones I haven't played. You never beat 7? Jai, eat it right now. You Platinum 15 on release. Back during Kaistara's Platinum binge. I see. You only want to finish our 15 and 12. I have 12. 12 was a parting gift for one of my friends. He was like, you know what? I understand that we might not see each other again. So take this game. Take Final Fantasy 12 off my hands, please. So he can remember me. And I still remember him. I haven't seen him in so long, man. Oh my god. But yeah, I got this game before I moved to the States back in like 2010. I believe it was. 12 is just Star Wars? Okay, I need to play it. Sorry. But which Star Wars? Hold up. That can mean anything, man. You're talking to a Star Wars fan. That could mean anything. Oh, what type of Star Wars? Because I know Final Fantasy is no stranger when it comes to its Star Wars inspirations. Need I remind you about the fact that they used the Empire versus Resistance premise in like 10 games. Because, okay, it happened in 2. It happened in 4, technically. It happened in 6. And it happened in Not really 9. Not really in 10. I guess you're saying 12. 14 is like very blatant about it. It's just Star Wars, dude. Some degree, it's Star Wars. You got Biggs. You got Wedge. Sometimes you have lightsabers. Sometimes you have sci-fi. I think it's starting to be a stretch, but I think Biggs and Wedge is kind of a big throwaway to that. Okay, goodbye. Careful. All I'm saying is that Final Fantasy is very Star Wars coded in a lot of ways, and Star Wars is cool. Except when it's not. Lately it has not been cool, but you know, I've talked about this before. I don't need to repeat myself. I think we can go, we can move on. I just realized those things at the bottom are Among Us, and they're trying to kill me. Look at them. Look at the shape of the guys on the bottom left. You never played 12, you didn't see it, that it basically played just like KOTOR? Wait, he's right. Hold up. It is Knights of the Old Republic in terms of gameplay. Wait, that's insane. Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Maybe Carl is onto something when he says it's just like Star Wars. It could just mean more than just one thing. Not just the story, but the way that it plays. You thought it was like the old stand-and-place type of gameplay. No? I like that, dude. I like turn-based. I will always love turn-based RPGs. You will never convince me that they're worse than action RPGs. No. I like them. But I love more traditional JRPGs. I like them. There is place for them, if you ask me. You got burnt out on turn-based. That will never be me. I love turn-based. It's traditional, man. It's like D&D, except I hate D&D. Hold up. I hate D&D. The only ones who give a pass on that style is the Persona games. Oh god. I want to get burned out from JRPG something. Oh god. I like seeing number go up. I like, you know, planning my moves and reacting accordingly. You know, I just like having time to think, strategize, you know? Because it's a different mentality from playing games that are more active based, where it's like, whoa, you gotta think on your feet, go, and that's cool. But that is not the same mentality as me thinking about how, okay, all right, so I need to have a strategy for this fight, and I need something that works consistently. So I'm just gonna plan my moves ahead of time and just go for the strategy and see if it works, and then react accordingly, depending on how the turns play out. It's more strategic that way, I feel, in the more traditional sense. It's because everything else in Persona is worth it, and they just have a super easy mode, so you can just plow through combat. I like to be challenged in Persona, so I usually play on hard. I don't like playing on easy, because I don't just play for the story, dude. I play for the whole experience. The only turn-based game you can stand is Pokemon. Well, Paper Mario taught me there's more to JRPGs than Pokemon. Paper Mario was like, hey, Mario can be an RPG. Hey, try Final Fantasy, dude. Hey, try all these other more obscure JRPGs. They're cool. And they are cool. They're very, very cool. I may be impatient, but I'm always gonna have the patience for JRPGs, without a doubt. Oh god, careful. Oh god, careful. How do I deal with this one? I need to deal with the Among Us downstairs. Oh my god! Okay. I got it. We got it. Just climb. Easy. What time is it? Okay, it's getting close. Has it really been 3 hours? That's insane. God, my sense of time is skewered, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. So what happens when you hyper-focus? Just lose sense of time. Oh god. I think after these sets of levels, I'm gonna have to call it. Because I'm very hungry. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm still thinking, I wonder what's for dinner. No, not that. I'm thinking about, here we go. I forgot what I was thinking about. The oh god. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. I just realized something. The king's name in Zelda CDI is King Harkinian, isn't it? Like, that's his official name? Or am I thinking of something else? Because the PC port for the comp, the OTD comp for PC is called Ship of Harkinian. Well, what was the king's name on CDI? Hold up. On Zelda CDI, what was his name? Oh my god, wait. Was it Harkinian? Does anyone know the king's name? Oh my god. That's why it's called Harkinian. Oh my god, that is insane. I just realized. Wow. It's King. No, that's his name. His name is King. Oh my god. Wow. Oops. And Squad Lawman's name was, I forgot his name. If I read it, I'll remember it. But what was Squad Lawman's name? What's his name? Oh god, dude, I can't remember. I'm bad with names. What was his name? I know he has a name, like an official name. Oh god. Careful. This way. Shoot me! Gonam. Yeah. Yeah, Gonam. That's him. Okay. I need to stop griefing. Oh, okay. You only know Morshu. But, well, Impa? What about her, huh? She's important. Oh my god. Well, dude, voices you can hear. They play out perfectly in my head. It's crazy.
Huh?
What? What do you mean she's important? What? No, she's important. Wait, did it cut out? Oh my god. Wait. No. She's important because Impa shows up in almost every mainline the Zelda game since OOT. What? What? What the hell, dude? Oh my god. I need to just lock it in, man. I just need to lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. Okay. Go, go, go! How many levels am I at in this set? I want to get a move on. Okay. Okay. Careful. Drop down, drop down! Okay. I need to like actually focus up with this. Oh my god, Air Knight! No!
Nice smile.
Yo, Air Knight. It's even right now. Just hope I don't die again. I'll be doing okay. Or Knight. Oh, not just okay. I hope you're doing great. How about that? Hope you're having a great day. Hope everyone's having a great day. How about that? Cause I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm chilling. This weekend it's gonna be kind of chill, but not too chill, because I need to take care of a couple things. I was sick.
Nice smile.
This thing is not gonna leave me alone. Oh my god. You survived OT? OT. What is OT? The OT could be a lot of things, dude. Because for me, OT is like the original trainer ID in Pokemon. It could be, oh, overtime. Oh yeah, that. Could be, careful. Get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Go. Okay, now this part's tricky. Okay. Just go fast. Just go fast. It's getting to be that time of the day, dude, where it's like, if I have not eaten, my concentration takes a big toll. But I mean huge. Because you're not you when you're hungry. Because I am definitely hungry right now. Okay, look, I made it. That's it. We win. Okay, one more level. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Did anyone else have that phase where they discovered the fact that that you could just make your own levels with like stuff like Lunar Magic that allowed you to like use a GUI to like make your own levels? Like if a game offered you like a means to make a level, and you were like, oh my god, that's like the coolest thing. Like, did anyone else experience that growing up? Back when this wasn't just like, you know, back before we had stuff like Mario Maker, where the official way to like do stuff, like do custom stuff in games was like limited to whatever the game offered you. Like a small little level builder, or like a track builder, and like Excitebike 64, for example. I remember that. That's the one thing I remember from Excitebike 64. Just the fact that you can make your own tracks in that game. Wait, was a map maker for Time Splitters? That's insane, dude. What? That's cool. Missile. Missile. I thought I died. I'm okay. Well, I did die. Yeah, these levels are getting harder by the minute. There you go. Another jump. Oh my god! I'm gonna stop yapping for like a little bit so I can actually focus here. This seems to be like a tougher level. Can I really go on top? All 3 games at a map maker, really? I never played Time Splitters, so I wouldn't have really known. I want to play them. I want to play the games. Just haven't really gotten around to it. Okay. Alright. Okay. I would say it's gonna do it for me. Because I'm hungry. And I need food. So let me see. What was the death counter at? 528. So for the people... Excuse me. Oh my god. Excuse me. For the people who have... voted for odd, or even, rather. Even. For the people who voted for even, congratulations. Take your money. Someone put time splitters on the wheel.
Nice smile.
It's too late, the wheel is full. But you can put it as a marble, if anything. I'll accept that. Let me see. Okay, so Shade. He's a winner. Take it. Take it, dude. Pick your win. Take it and run. 49. Oh my god. Marble. Marble. Like, oh, everyone voted for odd. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Everyone else voted for odd. Congrats. Oh, by the way, Bsops, if you weren't here earlier for my explanation, I adjusted the rates for the extra marbles. So, instead of like 5,000 NEP coins for you to make a submission and then double the price of that after, I made the base entry 1,000 NEP coins instead. And then for adding extra marbles, it's the same rule. It just doubles the price. So it would be 2k, 4k, 8k, etc., etc. So if you want extra marbles, the command should also be working as intended for both extra and extra free. Those should work now. Like, I noticed what the problem was for the extra free. It's because the logic was sound, I was just carrying over the wrong variable. That's pretty much it. Yeah, free games are linear added and points are multiplicative. Points, please? Oh, you're rich. Come on, Kai. You're rich. I don't need to hear that from you. No, I think the system was fine. You know, logically speaking. It's just the rates were too high. So I adjusted them accordingly. Let me just switch over now. I'm done. Here we go. Hello again. Hey. Ban on Kai, sorry. If you want to know your coins, by the way, it's currency, not coins. No, you? You? So yeah, it would be like, it should be 2k. You're rich? That's right. A couple weeks back, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I added the change where you guys earn coins passively as well. So, as long as you stick around on the streams, you will passively earn NEP coins as well. Just by being here. And you can also convert your channel points to do the same thing. So, you know. Because I want to encourage people to just add up more extra marbles just to make the races more exciting. So I adjust the rates according to that. I'd imagine that most people will enter the day of when I do the next race, which I think is going to be next week, by the way. I think next week I ought to be ready for that. And I'm thinking of making that into like a Grand Prix sort of thing. Instead of making it just one race and potentially be it sucking. Oh no, yes, you do need to join in again. Yes, because you technically won. You can join in with a new submission, but in the case that S67 wins again, if they end up winning, they get a full refund and a free game redeem. Because I have a rule that this allows for the same person to win twice and have their game picked again. So this. So it would go to second place in case that happens. Just in case. But yeah, I'm making it to like a Grand Prix sort of thing just to test it out. Guy says he has no coins, but he's lying. I can look at his coin count right now and tell him that he's lying. He keeps question marking me, dude. No, that's the wrong command. Currency. No. Maybe I should just switch to the coins. Maybe coins makes more sense. Now that I think about it, maybe it's better to do the coins. Oh, he keeps griefing, dude. You know how to spell currency. No, you know. I'm griefing. Oh my god. Okay, who's streaming? Let me see. Wait! Brisket! Hold up, I don't get to rate him. I have not played Colors DS, no. I have not played the DS version of Colors DS. I played Colors, but not DS. Your ticker up there says info prediction. It's missing the I. Oh, is it? Hold up. So that's a good catch. Let me fix that now before I forgot. Where is it? My source for that. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. You said, yeah, info prediction. Let's add the I in there. There you go. Okay, thank you. Sonic Colors DS for 1,000 NEP coins. Let's go. Okay. Again, you guys can add extra marbles whenever you want, but it has to be when I'm streaming. It doesn't have to be on Thursdays. So if you're in the if you're looking to add extra marbles, then you know, you can use the exclamation mark extra or exclamation mark extra free in order to use either NEP coins or free game redeems, respectively. And to get free game redeems for every 5 wins that you get in the predictions that I do every stream, for even or odd nuts or losses or whatever. That's how it works. So, again, I want to remind you guys, Discord's here, right here. So, boom, Discord's right here. Join in for schedule stuff. I post schedules every week, just to let you guys know what's happening on all for the streams and for the community. I have an archipelago. I have archipelago stuff happening on my Discord as well. So for randomizer stuff, that's there. And I also have movie night stuff going on every Sunday. So if you want to join for that, you can join for that as well. But that's all I got, guys. Thank you guys for watching. It was a good Yap stream. I had a great time. But we're gonna be rating Brisket because I don't usually get the chance to do them to rate Brisket. So let's go, dude. Brisket Tofu. We're gonna rate him. So, you know, spam the Stir Frog. Stir Frog is the best one. So just go ahead and do that. Thank you guys again for watching. It's been a great time. But yeah, I think I'll see you guys on Saturday with a double feature of Stray and Sonic Unleashed back to back. I'm gonna try to finish both on the same day. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.